Woo! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the WWE Fantasy LOG. We're a bit late tonight. I apologize.
Yeah, it's all his fault.
It is all my fault. It happens. Life gets in the way sometimes. It's now 1:40 in the morning. I've been running since 7:30 this morning, so I passed out for a few hours earlier. Sorry. But we are here now to do the thing that we do. I am James Phoenix. With me, as always, are Jeff and John.
What's up?
All right. And we're going to go ahead and do what we do.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Yeah, basically. I think I'm going to sneeze first. Hang on.
Bonafide sneeze and a certified second.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to open with the news. We got a few things this week. My list of news. So we're going to open up with some good news. It's kind of all good news this week. There's not a lot of bad news. Only one piece of bad news, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Over here. All right. Paste to go. So news number one, Tamina has returned to the ring.
Okay.
Over this past weekend, not the one that we're in the middle of, but last weekend, Tamina returned to the ring at WWE live events, teaming with Natalya in tag team action against Alexa Bliss and Carmella.
Wait, what? How does that make any goddamn sense? Natalya's like the heelest of heels right now.
Yes, and Tamina is generally a heel also, remember?
Except she's supposed to come back as a face because dead father.
We don't know that.
Dead alleged murderer father.
Yeah.
There was a photo of them at one of the shows. The photo did not post properly, but she added, "Proud to be representing the Samoan and Hart legacy."
I also point out, yes, Tamina's been known to be a heel, but look at who they were facing.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss is kind of, the heel on SmackDown right now. So, yeah.
Definitely a weird team up there. Weird match.
It's a live match. It doesn't have to conform to storylines.
Yeah, like Natalia's a heel. Alexa Bliss is more of a heel. She's kind of, hey, Natalya, I have something you'll never have, or had something you'll never have. That makes me better than you.
Evan has it again by the end of this recording.
I was going to let him be surprised.
He knows. I already went over SmackDown with him. He just forgot. Moving on. In what has been quite talked about this week, we'll get into this.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because she had to give up the titles, right? So, yeah, but the live event was before SmackDown, wasn't it?
True, it was.
So therefore, it would still, my point still stands. I had something that you wish you could come within a mile of.
Yeah. So let's do this here. Well, you know what? I'm going to jump over to this one first because we already. Well. Yeah, I'll save the other one for later. It's tied into that, so we'll do that one.
Okay.
So. Monday Night Raw happened.
It did.
And Vince McMahon made the mistake of inviting The Rock.
Yes.
The Rock came out to appease the live crowd before the televised program went on the air. There is a video of this. You can find it on the internet. Inside the Staples Center in L.A. And The Rock came out to the ring, popped the crowd up, and when the crowd began chanting CM Punk, CM Punk, The Rock said, okay. And he pulled out his cell phone and called CM Punk. CM Punk did not answer because he was out walking his dog at the time, as he later mentioned in a tweet, but The Rock left him a voicemail. And CM Punk did tweet that he was sorry he missed the, 10 or 15,000 fans in the Staples Center, but thanked them for their support.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, Vince McMahon was not at all pleased about this exchange.
Yeah, but if you tried to do something kayfabe about it, it wouldn't have worked. Because The Rock wasn't the only person backstage there at
True.
Raw.
So was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Who likes Vince McMahon a whole lot less than The Rock also happened to be backstage watching Raw.
There's a picture of him and Charlotte with no makeup on.
Well, there's a picture of him and KO because KO went to go see him and The Rock. And I'm talking, of course, of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep.
Yeah, KO. The champ decided to go say hi to The Rock and Stone Cold because they were there.
Fair enough. But yeah, so originally The Rock and Vince went out before the show and they did a little promo bit where The Rock pulling the crowd up and Vince came out. Rock threw out some catchphrases and Vince came out and said, "You're fired." And then The Rock came back after the program and the CM Punk bit ensued.
Well, weren't they filming for the Page movie
thing? Yep.
Yeah, that was why The Rock was on hand because they were filming a scene of when Page defeated AJ Lee for the Divas Championship.
So it makes sense why they were chanting CM Punk because AJ Lee. So.
But also, I have to point out why would you film that? You have that on tape, and that's a lot more genuine.
They
Just use the footage.
They do, except the problem is that ruins the continuity of the actress playing Paige when you put real Paige in there.
So
it's a movie.
It's a WWE Studios movie.
No, it's a movie being co-produced by WWE Studios and The Rock's production company, and The Rock doesn't fuck around.
No, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to pretend that John Cena is going to play Paige and Kane is going to be AJ. And The Miz somewhere, I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. It just seems to me, okay, they're doing this movie about her life, so obviously they're going to have to show stuff that Paige can't, feasibly play herself because she's too old. But this is one that just happened just a couple years ago. It's like, and you want to recreate that moment, it's like, okay, instead of recreating the moment, why don't you just use the moment? It's right fucking there. It's the correct age. It's actually Paige, and it's actually the moment. It's like that. If you just use the footage, that's better than any fucking acting you could ever do.
Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, because again, it's not the actress, so there's going to be that disconnect of the appearance of the Paige character. Number one. And number two, from the image that was taken of the Paige holding up the belt in the clip that was filmed, I did not see an actress playing AJ Lee. So perhaps they did not want to put Vince did not want to put AJ Lee on the screen.
Oh, so they just recreated like the victory part of it?
There's only one still image of it, and it's Paige standing up on the turnbuckle holding the belt. So we don't know how much of it was shown. If there was an actress playing AJ, we don't know.
Fair enough.
But we shall see later. But anyway, so The Rock left CM Punk a voicemail, and that was a whole little fun exchange.
It is, and if you want to see that, go on YouTube because it's there.
Indeed. Speaking of that actress playing Paige, by the way, a nice segue. As was mentioned, The Rock's $7 Productions and the WWE Studios did film a scene for their new movie based on Paige. It was based on the moment where Paige defeated AJ Lee for the Divas Championship, and is captured in the following fan photo taken in the Staples Center. Actress Florence Pugh is portraying Paige in the movie.
You won. What do you think about that?
I knew that was coming.
I don't get it.
Pew?
Oh.
Hi, Pew.
Hello. For the benefit of our at-home audience, I will put up that picture right here.
Okay, I'll give her credit. Aside from the fact that I think she's a little bit too short, she at least kind of looks like Paige.
What's James Ellsworth doing there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a little bit short in the body proportions are kind of wrong, but in the face and like the hair, she kind of looks like Paige. So
Yeah,
I'll give them
it
credit.
works. And that's why they couldn't just switch to the real Paige because how off that would have looked.
Yeah.
And like I said, you'll note if you look behind her, there's that guy holding a camera. You'll note that there is no actual AJ Lee actress in the ring. So unless she rolled out before they brought the cameras in, I think the idea is just the U.S. title celebration and not actually showing AJ Lee.
Gotcha.
So there's that.
The other discontinuity that I see there,
Discontinuity. Boom.
and unless I'm mistaken, but the ring that she's standing in is the current Raw ring.
Yeah, they didn't change it, but
Which doesn't make any goddamn sense if you're trying to recreate something that didn't happen in that fucking ring.
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong? It's like you're trying to recreate history here and you're not being accurate to it. What the fuck? At least be accurate, man. At least if you use the archive footage, it'd be accurate because it'd be the correct fucking ring.
Yeah, well.
We can't have that.
Plus, as you can see from where that camera guy is standing, they wanted to get like 360 footage, which you don't have in the actual footage.
This is true. Like, the least Vince could have done is cart out the old ring, because they still have it. We know WWE still has that setup. And it's not like they needed to do the whole arena. All they need is the ring itself.
True.
Because it's not like the Tron changed that much. It's the ring that changed, because the ring that they were using when Paige won that was before they put the NXT shit on the bottom with the screens and shit. So all they had to do was pull the screens off and put the old skirts back on the apron and take off the plastic screen things on the turnbuckles, and you'd have the old Raw ring. It's not like it'd be that hard to do.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do it in post.
Except that they did this before Raw, so they would have then had to put all that shit back in time for the show.
It wouldn't have taken that long to do, like I said.
You don't work with the production crew. You don't know how long that shit takes. Don't underestimate.
Yeah.
But anyway, also you'll note the camera person on the right. I don't have the picture up anymore, but the camera person on the right is pointed right up at Paige's face, so that fucking turnbuckle may not even be in the shot.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So we shall see. Stay tuned for that movie that is Fighting with My Family, coming soon.
At least Vince provided the Divas Championship belt.
He did. But then it's not like they couldn't have bought a replica for $300. The Rock has the money.
No, I'm pretty sure Vince just took the one that he had on his wall from when he won it. Why not?
I imagine they probably had it made for the movie, and they're probably going to give it to the actress as a gift afterwards.
That would make sense. I would do that. So let's move on to other news. This will not be happening. There's a 90% chance this won't be happening, at least not this year, but I would like to see it nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to see it nonetheless. Apparently, an interview was done over the weekend, and Shinsuke Nakamura indicated that he would like to fight AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
Make it happen.
I agree.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But unfortunately, and mind you, this was prior to the SmackDown Battle Royal event, AJ Styles replied to this saying, "How's this? Sorry, but I do have a match at WrestleMania. In fact, I'll be headlining WrestleMania after tonight." He still might be. We'll find out this week, but that seems unlikely. If you believe the lol dirt sheet rumors flying around, AJ is going to fight Shane. But we'll see how that plays out. And what else we got here? So
actually, the dirt sheets are also saying, but the possibility of, because Seth done fucked himself up for the second year in a row, that WWE's considering Shane v Triple H.
They could, but that wouldn't be as entertaining.
Yeah, but it makes a lot more sense than Shane v AJ, and then you get AJ an actual opponent and not make him suck at WrestleMania.
Not Triple H will find a way to fight himself.
The problem. Well, no. Triple H will main event by wrestling a broom.
Yeah.
For all the belts.
Yes.
Yeah. Triple H will bring Moppy out of retirement and wrestle Moppy.
Moppy's not retired. Moppy's fucking dead. Moppy went in a fucking shredder, remember?
So then he'll sleep with it. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll go with Katie Vick on it.
There you go. Perfect.
Ah.
But anyway, in the interim, speaking of Seth Rollins, again, great segue. Thank you. There's a new video on the WWE YouTube channel where WWE broadcast team member Kathy Kelly, who is that new interviewer you've been seeing around, aka not Renee Young, is taking a look at some of the recent cryptic posts that Seth Rollins has been putting up on Instagram lately.
Okay.
The first post is a picture of Seth Rollins having just won the NXT Championship and having his hand held up by Triple H. And it says, without pain, without sacrifice, we would have nothing. Like the first monkey shot into space. The second tweet is a picture of what appears to be Rollins shortly after he betrayed his Shield brethren. He's still wearing his Shield gear, Triple H's arm around his shoulder, smiling. At the time, my life just seemed too complete. And maybe we have to break everything to make something better out of ourselves. The final is a picture of Seth Rollins at, I don't know if that's just after a WrestleMania match or what event that is, but he's Seth Rollins has clearly just wrestled a match, and Triple H has his hand on him, and they have their foreheads together.
Reclaim, rebuild, remember, recover.
You know how they say you only hurt the ones you love? Well, it works both ways.
You love the ones you hurt? That's messed up, dude.
I don't know. But he's been sending out these cryptic messages, presumably in building to the match against Triple H at WrestleMania, if that is still happening.
Or he's going to join the fucking Wyatt family. What the hell?
Yeah, really? Right?
I would actually be for that. I want to see that now.
That's his path back to the belt.
Yes. He'll join the Wyatt family, and when Randy actually tries to win it, he'll hit Randy in the back with a chair.
Yes. I am the architect of the Wyatt family. Wait, no. Ray just breaks character and goes, no.
Good times. I guess I can cover this bit of news here because we already knew about this, so even though the details relating aren't going to happen until SmackDown, I will mention it here.
Okay.
So I think it's well known Naomi's injured. And apparently at first they thought that it's a knee injury that she suffered, if you're wondering. And apparently they initially thought it was minor in nature and she could wrestle this week. But they did further tests that said it was more serious in nature and similar, though not the same, as what Seth Rollins did to his knee.
Ooh, that's great.
She suffered the injury while performing her finishing moonsault in the win over Alexa Bliss.
I would also hasten to add, this pretty much means she's not getting the title back.
Well, it says that she shouldn't have too long of a recovery, but it remained to be seen. And mind you, this was on Thursday that this went up in the morning. So at that time, it remained to be seen whether she'd be back in time for WrestleMania. So
no, the reason I say that is because if I recall correctly, she came back from an injury immediately to take the title, and now she's injured again. Would you really trust somebody who came back from an injury to win the title only to get injured again?
If their name is Sasha, yeah, but otherwise, no.
Oh.
Wasn't Naomi had been back a couple weeks, though, right?
Yeah, that wasn't a fresh back. She's been back for like a month.
Yeah.
But still, like, a pretty quick turn. Like, she literally came back from injury, like, I'm going after the title, and then she wins the title, and I'm injured again. It's like, wait, what? Who are you, Seth Rollins?
She kented it.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, she Seth Rollins did.
No, Rollins was at least around for like 8 months.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he only does it in time for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
That's Seth Rollins' WrestleMania streak is always being injured at
Yes.
WrestleMania.
Oh my God, it'll never be broken.
Yes. Oh, something will be broken.
Just not the streak.
Yeah. That's what I see. I don't think next year, like, something doesn't happen. So, like, it's it gets to be like freaking, like Seth jumps Brand to get to the Elimination Chamber, and like just intentionally injures himself in the chamber. Says something stupid to hurt himself. I don't know.
He gets in like a minor car accident on the way to WrestleMania.
Yes. Now that might be a little too last minute. Now that'll get him fired. Probably don't do that, but
It was Rikishi hit him with a car.
yes.
He did it for The Rock.
Yes. He got hit by those dudes that beat the shit out of it, stabbed Jamie Noble.
Wow.
You know what? I'm going to headcanon make those the authors of Pain.
Yes! Perfect. Okay. Anyway, that's all the news that's fit to talk about.
There's actually one more.
Oh, feel free.
So there's another return that you failed to mention.
Okay.
Finn Balor is back.
That is true, but that happened last week.
No, it was this week at NXT.
Yes, except that he was at live shows last week, which I mentioned in the news, so technically no.
Okay, well, but officially back and like quote on TV unquote. Well, actually, it was on TV. It was out, and it was a post event thing.
That's
but
what I'm
he came
saying,
back.
which is the same as the freaking live events that he was working. So yeah, no. Good try.
Yeah, but the thing is, when he came back, it was for Shinsuke Nakamura after NXT, and Bobby Roode like interrupted Shinsuke Nakamura, and he cut a promo on Nakamura, and then I don't remember who it was, but someone like jumped Nakamura from behind, who's I guess apparently in cahoots with Roode now, and people were like, "Oh, that's an interesting combination," and some people started chanting "Finn, Finn, Finn, Finn." But it sounded like they weren't sure if he was going to be there. And then his music hit, and the place just exploded. And he came walking out, like kind of half sprinted to the ring. And before I tell you what he did, basically after he basically cleaned house. But after he did that, he cut this promo, and the first thing he said was, I'm going to be back sooner rather than later. Technically speaking, I'm not cleared to wrestle yet. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, wait. You had a shoulder injury. You just clotheslined a guy over the top rope. How the fuck are you not cleared to wrestle?
He used the other arm.
Which arm did he injure?
I don't know.
Do you remember, John? I don't remember.
I want to say it was his right, but I don't think it was.
Okay,
I think you're actually, because I'm seeing the clip of the powerbomb to the barricade in my head, and I believe it was his right shoulder that caught on the barricade. So I believe you're correct.
Because it's his right arm that he used for the clothesline over the top rope.
Fair enough. Well, you could be like 98% healed and still not cleared to wrestle. The WWE doctors are very particular about that.
But he like
the clothesline from hell.
Yeah, but he did that on the guy. I don't know who the hell that was. And then he turned around, beat the shit out of Bobby Roode, and then did his signature move, the corner one, where he front drop kicks him into the turnbuckle.
Ah.
And if he really, really wanted to, he probably could have coup de grace him, but he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like, nah, I beat your ass enough. Get the hell out of my ring.
Mm-hmm.
But he cut this promo on Shinsuke, and it was actually kind of cool. And he cut a really good promo because he completely trolled the fucking crowd.
Okay, then.
Because he was like, I'm going to be back sooner rather than later. Technically, I'm not cleared to wrestle. But that brings me to why I'm out here. That brings me to Shinsuke Nakamura. And Nakamura looks like, what? And the crowd, and this is the whole entire troll moment here, the crowd starts chanting, WrestleMania. WrestleMania. And Finn just stands there in silence and just kind of smiles and just lets them chant. And then goes on about his promo. Only to reveal that the reason he was out there is because Friday was Shinsuke Nakamura's birthday. And he was out here to wish his friend a happy birthday.
Nice.
I'm like, wow, that was totally troll, dude. That was like totally, like literally him turning around to the crowd and going, troll face.
Yep.
And so they sang happy birthday to him and stuff like that. And he ended it with, on behalf of my friend Shinsuke Nakamura here, I would just like to say, we are NXT. And I was like, it was such a great promo the way he did it. I'm just like, dude, when he comes back, he's going to be amazing.
Probably.
He's ready, though. Just watching him work, he is ready. His arm is basically 100%. I mean, especially if that's the injured arm, to be able to fucking full-on clothesline a guy over the top rope, he's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't do that if you're not back 100% from a shoulder injury.
And you can't do that.
Pretty much.
Yep.
But it was good to see him in the squared circle, kicking ass, taking names, and cutting kick-ass promos. And helping Shinsuke Nakamura.
Because I see the clip of Balor beating the crap out of Bobby Roode. Shinsuke's in the corner.
Was it glorious?
No. Glorious.
I don't see the supposed other dude you're saying existed.
If you watch the whole bit, he's there. Because when he beat Bobby Roode, he had already clotheslined the guy out of the ring.
Ah, okay, fair enough. That's the clip that I put up, so I don't know.
No, because Bobby Roode said something about, like, you didn't think I'd come out here alone or something like that. And it's like, dude came out. People were like, the fuck?
Okay,
then. Like that. People were like, didn't see that coming.
All right, then.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's an interesting combination. Fair enough.
Apparently it was.
Was it Cassius Ohno?
No. Is he going under the name Cassius Ohno?
Yeah, because that's what he used at NXT.
Okay, yeah, then no, it wasn't him. It was a slightly taller guy. He looks kind of Asian. I can't tell, though, but he has, like, black hair, and it's, like, kind of a stripe down here like this.
Kenzo Suzuki.
Ha!
He's back.
Well, apparently in the actual event, Bobby Roode beat No Way Jose in the main event, and then beat him down until Cassius Ohno made the save.
Okay, then he probably came back out after the fact. I don't know why Shinsuke was out there, but
I don't know.
Because it looked like, because Shinsuke obviously was in his wrestling area, obviously he had to be to get his ass kicked. But it looked like he was out there, and it looked like he had just wrestled a match. So I assumed that Shinsuke was the main event. So I don't know.
Well, let's see. NXT Finn Balor returns.
No matter what's going on, Shinsuke is the main event.
True.
Let's see what the Bleacher Report says about this.
And then, of course, like Shinsuke's music hit, and both he and Finn did like his entrance thing. You know, the thing where Shinsuke grabs the rope and he does the whole, where he bends back and stuff. Like Finn did that with him.
John.
Yes.
It was Cien.
Ah.
Andrade Cien Almas.
No idea who that is.
He's Cien, which means 100 in Spanish.
He's 10 times better than.
He's 10 times better than Ty Dillinger, yeah.
Which still apparently is 0 compared to fucking Finn Balor, who clotheslined him out the ring. He's like, get out of my ring. But yeah, so in my estimation, Finn Balor is very, very close to 100%. He's, for all intents and purposes,
probably
he'll probably be back for WrestleMania. I'd be surprised if he wasn't as good as he looked out there, and as he wasn't in any kind of pain afterwards. He seemed to be perfectly fine after the clothesline, so his arm seems to be good. If that is the injured arm.
I did like how Bobby Roode get up. Finn just casually went to the corner and just hit the running drop kick like it was nothing. And he's like, "Oh, corner, all right, excuse me, so it's thanks here, drop kick."
Well, it is his signature move.
Yeah. Okay, so with all that out of the way, why don't we do the thing that we are here to do?
Absolutely.
And that is score the weekly programming. For that is the thing that we do. All right.
Indeed.
So let me. Oh, it would help if I open the Excel document. That would probably be beneficial.
Yes, I never minimize it.
Well, good luck with that.
Hey, I'm not the one that programs the Hangout.
No, that's not the wrong one. That's the right document.
That's not the wrong one, so that is the one you want, man.
That was the wrong one. This is not the document you're looking for.
Yeah.
All right.
We can go about our business.
Exactly.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
Which reminds me, if anybody has an opportunity, head over to the YouTube channel of Epic Voice Guy, aka John Bailey, who has a new mashup trailer of Rogue One, a Doctor Strange story.
Oh, brother.
I think it's a strange story, but close enough. Anywho, let me go ahead and share the document. Get it up here for the charts. All right. So as you can see, everybody, as of right now, the Certified Jerichoholic still in the lead. Pretty good lead at 17-18. Followed by the Hug Life at 14-41, and the ROS trailing in third place at 12-68.
Yeah, but that's pretty much how it's going to be to the end of this thing.
Basically. So I don't want to hear any more complaining.
Well, there'll be plenty of complaining.
Yeah. I remind you, I have the power to both mute you and kick you out of here. Anyway. So, let's go over to the leaderboards. As you can see, the WWE World Champion, Bray Wyatt, still in the lead at 248. A massive fucking lead, I might add. Over almost a 100-point lead over the number 2 gentleman, Jack Gallagher, at 150, tied with Naomi, the former SmackDown Women's Champion, also at 150. Bailey, the Raw Women's Champion, coming in at 143, followed by John Cena at 134. Chris Jericho, the U.S. Champion, clocking in at 126, followed by AJ Styles at 124. Braun Strowman, the Monster, at 112. Chad Gable, one half of the SmackDown Tag Champions, at 111. And Baron Corbin just barely keeping himself in the top 10 there at 109. So we'll throw these guys back into order. There we go. All right. And let us see what happened, shall we? You're not sure about that, John?
No, I couldn't remember if you took Bliss or if I still had her, so I was looking.
Who?
Alexa Bliss.
No, Jim has all
no.
the
I
women
took
except for
Alexa Bliss in response
Yeah.
to you taking my cruiserweight champion, who you then lost to him.
I know. So can I have Alexa back then?
No, no, you cannot.
No, because Neville's garbage anyway.
Ouch.
You're better off without him. Well, he is. Do you see him in the top 10? I don't.
We'll see what happens come Fastlane.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, he's going to be in the bottom 10 because he won't be a champion anymore.
You realize you don't get negative points for losing a belt, right?
No, you just cease getting points because you're no longer relevant after that.
Well, to be honest, it's kind of well demonstrated that, winning a belt gets you points, but after that, people with one belts generally don't earn a lot of points. Because WWE has this trend of champions lose on non-pay-per-view programming.
Mm-hmm.
Or they only show up and cut promos and don't wrestle.
Yep, after they've lost the belt. So that's why I'm saying he'll be in the bottom 10 because he won't be getting any more points. So he's completely fucking useless and garbage.
But he will, because once he loses the belt, then he'll be wrestling more matches and cutting more promos and getting more points.
No, he won't. I point you to the previous 2 Cruiserweight champions who are complete garbage.
No, not really. Rich Swann has points. And Rich Swann wasn't on TV for a few weeks because he was injured.
Well, 3. And I know he's injured, but like TJ Perkins, after he lost the title, he basically is garbage for points. Fucking Brian Kendrick, after he lost the belt, he's fucking garbage for points.
Brian Kendrick has 58 points.
Again, fucking garbage. Look at how much Neville has, and he's the fucking champion.
TJ Perkins has 63. Neville has 98, but, he's cutting a lot of promos. Fair enough. That doesn't mean he won't still do that, especially when he goes to get it. If he should lose, if he goes to get his rematch, he'll still be getting a lot of points. And if he loses that belt, he'll be even more pissed off and more vicious.
Yeah, which means I'll be getting even less points because right now I'm barely getting any points for him because he walked out in every fucking match that he's in. If he's even more pissed off and more vicious, he won't even have any matches because he'll obliterate whoever he's supposed to be facing before the match even starts.
And you get more assault points.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to score this thing now.
Do it.
I am going to do it. So Monday Night Raw opened with Kevin Owens wearing a suit, sitting on a chair in the ring under a spotlight.
Glorious.
I just picture Batista doing it.
All right.
Yeah, calling for the spotlight.
Basketball don't hold grudges.
So, Kevin Owens cuts a promo discussing his upcoming title defense against Bill Goldberg at Fastlane. And Kevin Owens makes the incredibly valid point, and I'm surprised that they let him go here, but they did. Oh, did you see this promo, John?
No. I just he made the incredibly valid point that I'm surprised they let him do.
Where he points out that here's the thing, Bill. But you see, unlike other people, of you, I already know, what's going to happen at Fastlane because you see, I know something that a lot of people don't figure out, Bill. I don't have to beat you. No. I just have to outlast you. Because everybody knows that the longer a Goldberg match goes, the more the scales tip in favor of your opponent. And this isn't going to be one of those sprinting and 2-minute matches like you have against Brock Lesnar. No. This is going to be, and I'm paraphrasing here, this is going to be a marathon one which I am going to win, something to that general effect. Great promo. And he talks about that, he talks about Bill. I never believed the hype. I didn't like you back at WCW, and I wasn't impressed with you, WCW, and I'm not impressed with you now. And not now, not back then, not now, not ever, according to the embedded tweet. And he was going to go on about how, what was it you said, Bill? Oh, that's right. Your wife and your kid never got to see you as the superhero. Well, guess what, Goldberg? I'm not going to let you use my Universal Championship as a prop in your little superhero fantasy. Great promo. And he ends this promo after going on about all of this for approximately 15 to 18 minutes. And as for what I have to say about Chris Jericho, mic drop, walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Props to Kevin Owens for reestablishing himself as a dominant heel without the need for cheating with that promo. That was awesome. Promo points, all the promo points to Kevin Owens.
Fuck you.
Puts him at 104. All right, good times. We're then gonna follow. We're then gonna follow this up with a Raw Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match, in which Enzo and Cass take on the team of Cesaro and Sheamus. Excuse me. The two teams have a generally good back and forth match. Some tagging in and out. Enzo ends up as the beat slut for a little while, as one would expect. Because this isn't 2K17, in which for some reason Enzo can bada boom Cass off the top rope if the move is instigated in that order.
He's made to suffer. It's his lot in life.
Yeah. I feel like that's for something, and I don't know what it is.
3PO.
Ah, thank you. Okay. It's been a long time since I've seen those. Anyway.
I get to see him every year, so.
Nice.
It's okay.
That's cool. So, at any rate, the guys beat each other up. Cesaro gets a tag and beats the crap out of Enzo for a while. They end up outside the ring and he uppercuts him against the barricade. Generally beats him up. They get back in the ring, and Cass manages to and Sheamus get a tag. Cass beats up Sheamus, hits him with a splash. Sheamus ducks a boot and tags Cesaro back in, and then Enzo gets booted out of the. Then Sheamus gets booted out of the ring by Cass. Cesaro goes for a crossbody, but gets and then a springboard elbow. He goes for the swing, but Enzo gets in and breaks it up. And Cesaro, distracted, takes Enzo and chucks him outside the ring, and then turns around and walks into an East River crossing. This results in your new number one contenders, Enzo and Cass. I know. Enzo then grabbed a microphone near the bottom of the ramp and began cutting a promo on Cesaro in the ring. Ending the promo with the repeat of a line, and I do not remember what the line was, to save my life. But he repeated the line several times and props to the director on good camera angle on this. The camera was pointed at Enzo, and do I have to say something funny?
Yes.
Nice. Anyway, so the camera was positioned so that you saw Enzo on the ramp, but nothing to the right. So it was rather abrupt when he got bro kicked out of nowhere. And that was made more entertaining by the fact that a small but audible portion of the crowd followed that up with a "Thank you, Sheamus" chant. Which Cesaro, upon hearing, immediately turned to the crowd and began conducting it. But at any rate, Sheamus and Cesaro have lost this match. They will each get 5 points for competing. Cesaro has 3 moves, so Cesaro will get 8 points.
So I have to ask, since when did Enzo and Cass become the heels?
I don't know. I mean, they're fighting the club, though. Presumably they're going to be faced against the club, but I don't know.
Yeah, but if they're thanking Sheamus, they're not that much of a face.
Yeah. Like I said, it was a very small but audible portion of the crowd. Let's see. So Sheamus had 5 moves. He had a counter and 2 moves. So 5 plus 5 for the match is 10 points Sheamus.
And an out-of-match assault.
Yeah, so he's 57, and then an out-of-match assault is going to put him at 61.
You're welcome, John.
I was going to give it to him. Meanwhile, Enzo and Cass, so we'll do Enzo first. So Enzo is on the winning team. Enzo didn't have any moves.
You had a promo.
He did. He had 2, one on the way to the ring and then 1 after the match. But I will count the whole thing as 1 promo for the sake of simplicity.
Yes, boss.
So 8 promo points to Enzo. And 15 points for being on the winning team in this match puts him at 23. And 5 points for competing in the match puts Enzo at 27 points. 89, 99, 106. And then Big Cass won the match, so he's going to get 20 points for winning, 5 for competing is 25. And he had 2 moves, is 27 points to Big Cass. Well, that's 81. And 7 is 88 points. I feel like I want to make a Back to the Future joke about that, but I'm not going to. So,
when Big Cass reaches 88 points, you're going to see some shit.
Yeah. Serious shit.
Sorry.
I'm going to say some serious shit.
There you go.
No, that's the main event.
Or if you like the TV edit, serious stuff.
Really? Did they TV edit that?
Yes. They TV edited a number of things in that movie.
I still think my favorite TV edit is, like for movie, is Breakfast Club.
What do they TV edited that?
Just all, it's like, shut your flapping lip and stuff like that. Where you can see them mouthing the right thing and you just hear it like, flapping.
I can't remember what it is, but I think the best TV edit is whatever they changed John McClane's catchphrase to.
Oh, also for Die Hard 3, the sign he wears that says "I hate everybody."
Oh yes,
That's a good one.
that was good.
I still like the classic, "Come and get me, you son of a bat." I'm like, what? Joker would never say that.
We
Anyway,
don't do those anymore. We need to bring back TV edits.
we do. It's good times.
You could quite clearly see Nicholson actually say, "Son of a bitch." And you're just like, what?
Yeah. The other one from that movie is near the end when he asks Doc, "What do we become, assholes or something?" They edit that to morons. But at any rate, Mick Foley confronts Kevin Owens backstage as Kevin Owens is attempting to leave the building and informs him that you can't leave the building because you have a match tonight against Sami Zayn. So, mini promo to Kevin Owens.
Wasn't the final time they were ever supposed to fight like more than half a year ago?
Also, point out, did Kevin Owens actually say anything?
He did. He incredulously responded to Mick in anger and unhappiness in regards to that proclamation.
Fair enough.
I gave him 3 for the mini. I didn't give him a full promo.
I just wanted to make sure he actually said something. That's all.
He did, as far as I can recall.
Right.
So we then had a video package for Bayley, so that was nice. Recapping what happened last week.
Yay.
Which, speaking of, I have something to say about that because, did you hear what the supposed real plans for Bayley was?
I saw that it was posted. I didn't read it.
Supposedly, the original plans was for Bayley to win the title at WrestleMania, which would have been 10 times better.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason they were going to wait until that, and it makes a lot more fucking sense aside from the pay-per-view thing, and that is because the Raw immediately following WrestleMania is in fucking San Jose, her actual hometown. It's like, what? That makes 10 times more sense. But for some reason, they decided to pull the trigger early and bork the whole thing. It makes no sense.
Because Vince is trying to kill her off.
Guess, but I'm just like, wow. So you just completely, number one, fuck the entire feud, because now if Bayley loses the title again, and that might be the reason they're doing it, is because they might want her to lose it again and then win it again. But if she does that, the impact of her beating Charlotte at a pay-per-view is not going to be lessened because she's already won the title once. And you're going to have her have 2 victory celebrations in California. And then the whole thing of, because some people speculated, well, Sasha won the belt and then lost in her hometown. Charlotte won the belt and then lost in her hometown. They wanted to do that to Bayley. But I'm like, yeah, but San Jose is her hometown, not, where were they this week? Like LA or something? Yeah, it was a Staples Center, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but that, again, lessens the impact if you want her to lose at her hometown, but it's not at her hometown. It's like, what are you thinking?
Well, like I said, I think
facepalm when
I think the idea is they wanted to do this because that way there's always that lingering, you're only the champion because Sasha interfered on your behalf thing. So that if she does lose to Charlotte at the pay-per-view because of her own doubt, she's got to redouble her confidence, and she's got to overcome that whole thing and overcome, saying, Sasha, I don't want you to help me, to legitimately beat Charlotte at the pay-per-view. And that can help lead to Sasha being pissed off that Bayley doesn't appreciate her help, which could lead into the Sasha heel turn.
Which is fine, but that still would have had more impact and made more sense if they had Bayley win it at WrestleMania due to Sasha's help, and then have her start having doubts in her hometown. I mean, think about that kind of impact.
No, because the last thing you want to do is taint a WrestleMania moment like that.
Right.
You don't do that kind of crap at WrestleMania.
Right.
But anyway, I'm going to continue now.
I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank and making this a triple threat match. I rest my case.
Yeah, but at least he legitimately said, okay, this is now a match. That was a big WrestleMania moment. That's fine.
Daniel Bryan losing in 18 seconds.
Yeah. Sometimes shit happens at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Anyway, so following this, Foley is backstage on the phone when Roman Reigns comes in. Then Gallows and Anderson show up and they begin arguing. And Foley says, "You guys got to finish business tonight. All right, Reigns, go find a partner. You can fight some. You can fight these guys tonight to get this out of the way. I don't need a partner. I'll take them on all by myself. Okay, handicap match. So that was booked. So, given how short that was, I'm going to give mini promo to Gallows and Anderson and Reigns for that.
Yay! Meaningless points to me.
Yeah. And Carl Anderson.
They need to give him a Neil gimmick.
And then, what was the other thing I was missing?
Reigns.
Thank you.
Believe that.
Anyone but you, Roman. Anyone but you.
Always you, Roman. Always.
No.
You're the only one I can trust. Because apparently everyone else is turning traitor on me.
Anyway, so following this, we cut to the ring for what was supposed to be a cruiserweight match between Brian Kendrick and Akira Tozawa. But Tozawa declined to shake Brian Kendrick's hand at the opening of the match, and this pissed Brian Kendrick off, who beat the shit out of him. And then put him in the cabinet's hook until the referees forcibly pulled him off. As soon as Kendrick arrives in the back, he does an interview saying that nobody disrespects Brian Kendrick.
I also love what Kendrick does, because he comes out with his jacket, and then I don't know what he was holding. Does he come out with like a flag of some sort?
He might have, I don't know.
I can't remember. I think something comes out with where it's interesting. I mean, he came out to the ring with that, took the jacket off, and the flag, the thing he was carrying, put it down the corner, and he was waiting for, Tozawa to come out. Tozawa comes out, and he's like, shake my hand, damn it. And Tozawa is like thinking about it, and he's like, no, I'm going to shake your hand. And then eventually he's like, all right, fine. And he turns around to go to shake his hand, and I guess he took 1 second too long, and Kendrick just beat the shit out of him. But I love what he does afterwards. After he breaks the captain's hook, he just gets up and just like casually, nonchalantly just walks over to his corner, picks up the coat, puts it on, picks up the thing he carried out, and just walks out like nothing happened. And it's like, that was brilliant. That's just the way he did it. He was like, I'm done here. I'm looking over a 3-leaf clover. Just walks out. I'm just like, wow. Now that's smugness right there. That's a heel.
That's nothing. Wait till you see what he does on 205 Live.
With the greatest of ease.
Anyway, so that was a no contest. That wasn't a match. So there's no match points awarded here, but we will go ahead and give Brian Kendrick an out-of-match assault. We will give him a finisher for the captain's hook is 5. And we'll give him 3 for a mini interview promo after that is 7 points to Brian Kendrick.
Only a mini?
I don't know. I'm going to give him a full one. I don't give him that. We can have a full one. What the hell? So that'd be 8. And 5 is the 13 points, Brian Kendrick. Do you want to put him at 71? 71. All right. So after this, we clear the ring, and we have the aforementioned handicap match, which ends pretty darn quickly when Reigns controls the opening moments of the match until Gallows boots him in the face. And then they work him over for a few minutes until they try to bring a chair in the ring. And Reigns manages to drop Gallows before he can use the chair. But then Reigns picks up the chair and decides, I don't really care about winning this match, and beats the shit out of the club with a steel chair.
Fuck you, Reigns. Fuck you.
Anyone but you, Roman. So Reigns nails everybody with a chair and then hits a Superman punch on Gallows and then spears Anderson. So that ends in a DQ with a victory going to the club.
Intentional DQ.
Indeed. So, yes, Roman will lose points. Let's see. The club did not intentionally DQ win, so they won't get any extra win points for that. But they will each get 15 points for being on their respective winning teams and 5 for competing. Is 20 points. I don't think there was any moves involved from the club, if I wrote this down correctly. Oh, too far. Oh, Gallows had one. He had a boot. Okay. So basically, Gallows will get 21 points and Anderson will get 20. Ah, Carl Anderson. Where is he? Here we go. 74. And Luke Gallows. More, and puts him at 75. So, rolling on.
Keep rolling.
Roman Reigns got himself intentionally disqualified. So, Roman would get 5 points for competing, but lose 4 points for getting himself disqualified.
That's fucking wonderful.
So, he gets 1 point, plus 4 for out-of-match assault, puts him back up at 5, and 2 for the finishers is 7 points to Roman Reigns. Oh, and weapon use is 10 points, Roman Reigns. Puts Roman at 107. All right. So following this, the New Day makes their presence known. And they come out to the ring cutting a promo.
Yes, they do.
As they are wont to do. And they come out to the ring cutting their promo talking about all the wonderful good news they have for everybody. This good news includes a variety of things, such as Xavier Woods' Up, Up, Down, Down YouTube channel reaching 1 million subscribers.
Almost 1 million subscribers.
Almost 1 million subscribers. So go on and subscribe.
It's a good channel.
Indeed.
You get to see face Neville with the heel Neville beard.
Indeed. It's weird. And also, they talk about, they mentioned a couple other positive things that are going on. One of the things they do make sure to bring up is that they are still working on bringing you New Day ice cream. And then unlike last week where they got their blueprints torn up, they were able to reconstruct the blueprints. And they have gone digital, baby! Xavier has the blueprints on his iPad. And they are secured with levels of encryption so that they cannot be destroyed again.
Product placement. Expensive product placement, but product placement.
And they, of course, the biggest news of all was the announcement that collectively the New Day will be the hosts of WrestleMania.
Are they going to come out with flamethrowers and light their name on fire?
I don't know, but that would be awesome.
No, it wouldn't. And he didn't do that when he was the host, did he?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think he just appeared and did that for no fucking reason. It's like, wait, who do you think you are, Finn Balor? Lest we forget, Demon Balor came out with a fucking chainsaw, which is fucking dangerous, because if he fucked that up, literally heads would roll.
Yeah. Yet in all fairness, him doing that is still not as bad as the time that Dean Ambrose broke one out and tried to use it against Brock Lesnar in a match.
Yeah, but the difference is Dean Ambrose never actually turned it on. Finn Balor had it on the entire fucking time, revving the blade.
I thought you were going to say the only difference is that would make a fight with Brock Lesnar fair.
That too.
I guess Chainsaw Charlie forgot to put gas in it. At any rate.
I thought he got it from Mick.
No. Mick gave him Barbie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Chainsaw Charlie, a.k.a. Terry Funk, gave him the chainsaw.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, well, Terry Funk is short a few brain cells. Go easy on the old guy.
Yeah. Fair enough. At any rate, so the New Day, as the New Day is making their way to the ring, already in the ring are their opponents for tonight, Rusev and Jinder Mahal.
Dashing Rusev Rhodes?
Yeah, Rusev with his broken nose mask. And Lana's in the ring with them. And the New Day begins going on about their plans for their ice cream. when all of a sudden Lana, who is also holding an iPad, proceeds to hit a few things and reveal that she has hacked and stolen their plans. And the New Day begin freaking out about how that's possible. And as they go to the side of the ring, Biggie points out, you know she's Russian, right? And at that point, I face palmed. I'm like, okay, I get the joke, but wow, that was on the fucking nose.
Yes. Well, this is WWE. Everything has to be on the fucking nose because, as we all know, WWE Universe pretty much has the attention span of a newt.
Mm. And I guess we can prove that's true because we can ask the expert in the ring, Rusev, about things being on the nose.
Oh.
I approve.
Thank you.
Jim?
Hang on, I'm going to give myself one of these. Hang on. Okay.
You get one of these, too.
I don't know what that is.
It's the wolf pack.
I thought it was the click.
Same thing. Where do you think they got it from?
Mm.
They created it as the click, and then.
But the club has been using it too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you think they got it from?
Yeah.
They outright said they stole it from Scott Hall.
Okay.
That's what Scott Hall said. I'm cool with that, yo. I'm all about homages, yo. And that's
Okay.
cool.
Okay, then. Anyway. So they get in the ring and they get ready to set an attempt to get Lana's iPad, but they fail. So a match breaks out in which Big E and Kofi take on Rusev and Jinder. And Rusev and Jinder dominate over Kofi, use Kofi as a beat slut for the opening of the match until Big E gets the hot tag and beats the shit out of Jinder Mahal with a variety of signature moves, including but not limited to a Big E to belly and a big splash and an attempt at a big ending until Rusev breaks it up with a boot.
Actually, it's called a booty to belly.
Booty to belly, sorry.
He's not Bailey.
Okay. At any rate, so Big E and Kofi managed to dispatch of Rusev and hit Jinder with a midnight hour for the victory. And while this is happening and Lana is distracted by the goings on in the ring, Xavier manages to steal Lana's iPad, smash it on the stairs, and rip it apart so that she no longer has their stolen plans. Which she did begin to read, and apparently ingredients of New Day ice cream include, but are not limited to, 3 drops of booty juice. I believe it was a number of unicorn hairs. There's probably some bootios in it. I didn't remember hearing that, but I'm taking a shot in the dark. So, hopefully we'll get some New Day ice cream soon.
I will say I facepalmed at the whole destroying the tablet bit for 2 reasons.
Okay.
Number one, that does not erase the data on the hard drive. You have to destroy the hard drive, and I'm pretty sure the hard drive of that thing was still intact. Number 2, I get what they were going for. I understand they wanted to destroy tablet and stuff. Did they have to destroy the most expensive tablet in the world?
Are you sure it was the latest model?
Doesn't matter. It's an Apple. Those things are fucking expensive regardless of how old it is. They couldn't have gotten a cheap-ass little $100 laptop. They had to destroy a tablet. They had to destroy like a $400 tablet. Are you kidding me?
Well, when the new ones come out, though, everyone ditches their old ones. So
I don't know. It looks pretty new.
Cheap. And yeah, well, I don't know. I don't buy Apple crap, but
me neither.
Like, couldn't it have been a knockoff or just paint the fucking Apple logo on the back? I don't know if there's any guarantee it was actually an Apple.
It looked like an iPad. It looked like an iPad. And I would imagine if it was actually an iPad and they were doing product placement and like Apple let them do it or Apple paid them to do it, I would imagine they would want the latest and greatest one out there to hawk the current, technology.
Most times, though, if they're destroying it, the company doesn't want them to actually use it.
Yeah, but Xavier's was still in one piece.
Yeah, his might have been an Apple. I don't know.
Well, no, they were both the same tablet.
Or they looked the same, yeah.
Yeah, they looked exactly the same. I was just like, really? Did you have to destroy an Apple of all tablets? Come on. That made me go, ooh.
Yeah, if you give them long enough, they'll destroy themselves.
Oh. But yeah, that made me cringe when they destroyed the apple. I was like, oh, come on.
And as I pointed out to Jeff when he brought that up to me the other day when we were discussing Raw, so he said, "Oh, you spent $1,000 to destroy an iPad," and I pointed out to him, how frequently has Vince purchased incredibly expensive cars just to destroy them in a parking garage? What did he buy? A freaking convertible Corvette so that Austin could fill it with concrete?
Yep.
And he bought something else that looked pricey so Austin could run it over with a monster truck.
And The Rock's Lincoln Continental.
The Rock's Lincoln Continental, yeah. There was, and I don't even know how much one of these cost, but there was that time that Vince had to buy an ambulance so he could have NWO crush it with a semi.
With the Rock inside.
With the Rock. I don't even know where you buy an ambulance.
You just ask the local hospital to borrow it, pretty much.
Except you don't have to borrow an ambulance that you're going to destroy with a semi because they're not going to get it back. They're not just going to hand you a $20,000, $30,000 vehicle.
Unless it's one they were looking to get rid of anyway.
Yeah, if they got a cheap old one, then yeah, maybe. That's possible.
I'm going to joke and say Goodwill or the Army Surplus Store. But also, they could have just, made one look like it.
No. The Army Surplus Store is where you go when you need to buy a tank for DX to declare war on WCW.
Well, it was a 2-for-1. They also had an ambulance. Just throw that in there, too.
Okay.
Because if you notice on WWE programming, whenever they have, police or ambulances taking people to, the hospital and stuff, it's from the local hospital. Usually,
yes, they'll do that for the sake when they're just using it for the bit because it makes it look realistic. But when you're destroying one,
yeah. So like I said, my guess is it's one they were looking to get rid of, regardless if it was super old or anything. It might have still been recent, but because they rotate out their fleet of vehicles all the time, like the police does that all the time, and I would imagine that the hospitals do the same.
Maybe.
I would say if Mythbusters blew up a cement truck, it doesn't seem outside the realm of possibility.
Fair enough.
Similar way they could get an ambulance to just destroy.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have asked this. Was there a reason they blew up a cement truck?
Yes, because they wanted to. If I remember the episode, they're like, we blow up a lot of stuff. We just want to really blow up something. So we're like, we got a cement truck.
Okay.
Well, the other thing, too, is the barrel of the cement truck was widely regarded as one of the most toughest things to blow up because of the density of the material.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they were testing things of what a cement truck. I think the episode was testing what would be viable ways to save yourself from an explosion. They had a garbage truck, cement truck, and stuff like that. The cement truck worked because of the density of the material. And they were like, now, of course, we're Mythbusters, and we're not going to end it there. And they proceeded to multiply the explosives by 100 just because they wanted to blow up the cement truck.
Well, in all fairness, no matter how many explosives they put, I think we all know that if you need to survive a massive explosion, the best thing to do is get in a fridge.
Yep. Leadline fridge.
Nuke the fridge. Or hide behind a Coke machine. That's also a valid option.
Half related. I don't know. I assume it was a reference, but in Fallout 4, you actually find a ghoul that when the nuclear war happened, he did jump in a fridge, and luckily he turned into a ghoul, and he's been in there since. So he's just been stuck in a fridge for 200 years until you free him.
Okay, then. That's
Are they trying to hint that ghoul was Indiana Jones?
No. Just I think that idea of hiding in a fridge, haha. It's because it fell over and just no one wanted to open it or whatever. And I'm like, that would suck. I'm surprised he's not crazy being stuck in there for 200 fucking years.
You would think. At any rate, let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hear. So we're going to give some promo points to the New Day and to Lana. Let me go over to where's the score sheet? Here we go. Okay, so Big E going to get 8 promo points. Puts him at 45. And Kofi.
I would just like to reiterate, Rusev is a lucky guy.
Yeah.
But CJ is fucking hot.
And where the fuck is Xavier's down here? Go up to 38. Okay. And then Lana is going to get some promo points. Will be 18, and I will throw her accompaniment points also, which will put her up at 23. I'll also throw Xavier accompaniment points because he did come down for that purpose, which will put him up at 43. All right. And then I can't remember if Rusev or Jinder said anything in the promo.
What, the pre-match promo?
Yeah.
No, I think Lana did all the talking.
Fair enough. Then let's move on to the match. Jinder and Rusev lost.
Yeah.
So Rusev hit one move, so Rusev is going to get 6 points for competing. And then Jinder's going to get 5. And then we're going to have, let's see, the New Day. The Big E got the win. I think Kofi got the tag for the Midnight Hour, I think.
That seems about right, yeah, because Big E is the one that picks him up.
Yeah, all right. So then Big E will get scored first, and Big E had 4 moves. So Big E gets 15 points for being on the winning team, 5 for competing is 20, and 4 moves is 24 points to Big E. 49, which is 69. And then Kofi will get 20 points. 25. Wait. Yeah, 20 plus the 5 is 25. And then Kofi's moves. He had 2, so 27 points Kofi. 65 and 7 is 73. Okay.
Did you give Xavier Woods accompaniment points?
No, wait.
Yeah,
72. Yes, I did.
All right.
2. There we go. Okay. So that happened. After we clear the ring from this match, then, and we clean up the destroyed iPad, Austin Aries comes out to the ring to host the contract signing for the Cruiserweight Championship match at Fastlane. Gentleman Jack Gallagher is in the ring first. And there is a table set up. They have the contract stuff out. And Gentleman Jack Gallagher has also provided for the benefit of himself and his opponent some tea and biscuits. The Cruiserweight Champion, Neville comes out. And Gallagher has already signed the contract. Neville signs it when he gets out there. And as he goes to leave, Jack asks him to come back and say, we're both here. We're both Englishmen. So I've brought us some tea and biscuits to hopefully enjoy as gentlemen before we have our match on Sunday, or a week from Sunday. Neville proceeds to bitch him out for this, saying, this is what pisses me off, is you're out here as this walking stereotype of what Americans think British people are. We are not like you. We are like me, rough around the edges, not that attractive. This is who we are.
Simon would beg to differ.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sorry, Gentleman Jay Gallagher is exactly what Simon is.
Kind of, yeah. So they debate back and forth as to what is or is not a Britishman, an Englishman.
Now that I think about it, and I'm surprised I didn't draw this comparison earlier, this feud, Gentleman Jack Gallagher versus Neville, it's basically Simon versus the Mole.
Kind of. You're not wrong. So they go back and forth, and Neville points out that Gallagher, as much as you think so, the people are not laughing with you, they are laughing at you. Gallagher says, now, unlike some people, I'm not playing a gentleman, I am a gentleman. And then they beat each other up, the table gets flipped over, and they brawl until Gallagher manages to grab his umbrella and chase Neville away. William III. There we go.
Because
Grabs
apparently
William the
make
Third.
the
Chases him
penguin.
away. Anyway, so that'll be promo points to Jack Gallagher and Neville.
That's all points to the both of them.
Yes. So that'll be 8, and that's 12 points to each. So that's going to put Gallagher at 162, and Neville.
Those should be my points.
Neville. Don't complain to me because you're drafting some. Will be another 12 points. Will be 108. Will be 110 for Neville. Puts Neville in the top 10. How about that?
Well, at least I have someone else in the top 10 now.
Indeed.
But I had the number 10, so that just kicked one of my guys out. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah. It was Baron Corbin, though. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got an upgrade, but still.
So anyway, we clear the match from the contract signing, and Nia Jax squashes a jobber with like one move.
So she gets thank you for coming points?
Literally, she throws her across the ring by her hair, and then Samoan drops her.
Pretty much.
So
that's how I deal with my children.
I'm trying to picture, and I can't decide after saying that if wife Blade is glaring at you or laughing.
Why not?
What do you think is taking care of the other child?
Yeah.
Touche. Nice. Yeah. I'm just gonna pretend that she is her RPG character just all the time. Anyway.
It's not far off.
Yeah, fair enough. True to life. So anyway, Nia Jax is going to get 20 points for winning, 5 for competing, and 1 for the Samoan drop. Is 26 points to Nia Jax. 4, and then 6 is 80 points. 80. All right. Moving along, Bayley comes out and cuts a promo about becoming the Raw Women's Champion. She's interrupted by Stephanie, who proceeds to cut a passive-aggressive promo on her, pointing at the Bayley. I mean, do you really want to be known as a champion who won because Sasha interfered on your behalf? You know, this has always been your dream, Bayley. I mean, did your dream involve, as she talks about the grandeur of the match and everything, or did it involve, an interference, illegitimacy? And she tells Bayley that Bayley should, by all rights, relinquish the Raw Women's Championship. Sasha comes out and says, no, you shouldn't do that. And Stephanie is like, so I see you can't even do this without Sasha interfering on your behalf. And Sasha points out that, you won that legitimately. You shouldn't get a title. I only interfered to counteract what Dana Brooke was already doing. And,
no, she didn't say that. Bayley's the one that brought it up, which I was actually surprised they let Bayley do that because they never do that.
Yeah.
They never let logic reign supreme. But when Bayley finally makes her decision, she's like, no, I'm okay with Sasha coming out because Dana Brooke interfered first. And I'm like, what? They actually let her acknowledge that?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah, so Bayley basically says, she understands, Stephanie's point about doesn't want anyone to think the women's title was given to her, but says, hell no, she won't give it up because she won it and she'll defend it for the fans anytime. Charlotte then interrupts and apologizes to Stephanie on behalf of the women's division for this blatant disrespect. And then demands her rematch for the title at Fastlane, which Bayley agrees to give her. But in the meantime, Sasha tells her to shut up and leave. And so Stephanie books the two of them in a match right now.
I also have to face palm at Bayley's response.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's supposed to be this, kind of role model for young girls in this PG era. And she comes out and says, hell no. That's not PG. Is that the message you want to be sending to little girls? Seriously?
In all fairness,
girls should always say hell no.
In all fairness, they had a tag team with that name for 2 years.
Yeah, but I don't think little girls really much cared about that.
It was Daniel Bryan. Everybody cared about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt that Instead of just outright saying hell no, she could have just said, "No, I'm not going to relinquish my title," because that'd be stupid.
It was dramatic effect.
It was, but it's like, I don't know. It's like you have the eyes of these adoring little girls. These little girls look up to you as a hero, and you're going to use language like that. I know, that's why the PGA exists, and that's, a lot of people say that, maybe that makes me sound like an old fuddy duddy, but I'm like, for that, I'm just like, you could have used different language.
They could have, but it's like, it's hell. It's not like she said, fuck no.
We also have to note that Jeff might have the biggest potty mouth, therefore it's really weird that he's pointing this out.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too.
And I point out to you, you're gonna complain that Bailey said hell to the little girls on TV. If their parents are WWE fans, as evidenced by our co-host family over here, they've probably heard way worse at home.
Except, unless things have changed, John doesn't usually swear in front of his kids.
I don't.
I never said it was John.
Oh, fair enough. I could see that.
Don't.
I could see that.
I don't have the foulest mouth in this house.
Touche. That is true. But I will never say that to her face.
She's sitting next to him. You kind of just did.
He's the one wearing the headset.
Yeah.
True. But this is on the internet.
Yeah.
It is available for playback. Or it will be when we're done.
Yes, but if you play it back, I'm not the one who said it first. That goes to the man sitting on the couch next to her.
That's true. That's true. Valid
Well,
point.
she knows. She's not going to be like, hey, you can't say that. She'll be like, yeah, okay.
That is also true.
You can't say. Suppose how you phrase it that way. I'm expecting you to say, I don't know, and have slime fall on you. Old school. I feel like WWE should introduce slime. Anyway.
They tried that with DX. It didn't work out.
No.
John remembers that, don't you, John?
Oh, yeah.
PG DX. We have two words for you. Look up.
Yeah, that wasn't slime.
There was slime and there was crap.
Yeah, they slimed him once, I believe.
Yeah, they did. They
dumped
did.
the crap on him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's still not as good as Shawn Michaels throwing his piss on McMahon. That was...
Yeah. I don't think that's as good as the time, was it? I think it was William Regal had to drink the Undertaker's tobacco spit.
Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer, thank you. I was close.
Yuck.
Yeah. Anyway, so all the ladies that I just mentioned, minus Stephanie, get promo points.
And two of them get match points.
They do. We're going to get to that in a minute. So that's going to put 99 points for. Wait, that's Becky Lynch. That's the wrong one.
Stop trying to give yourself points. You did this last week. What the fuck, dude?
Sorry, I was one box too low. Bailey's right above her. Anyway, 8 points. No, I don't want that. It's not 99. That's 91 for her. Stop.
I think he just told us about his slash fiction.
Ah.
Also, since you're doing Bailey, give her. Well, we'll do that later, I guess.
High five.
Because she's got a lot more points coming.
Anyway, Bailey gets promo points, so that's going to be 8 points, which is going to put her at 151.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we got Charlotte. It puts her up at 47. And Sasha Banks.
Yeah, because she's now completely worthless.
Which one?
Yes.
Charlotte.
Yeah, it has to be more specific.
Yeah, we're talking about like 4 different people. I was like, wait a minute.
No, he had just mentioned Charlotte, and Charlotte gets X points. I'm like, yeah, no, she's completely worthless.
Not if she wins the belt back at Fastlane, because pay-per-view streak.
Yeah. She'll probably be worth more than Sasha.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's going to lose it at WrestleMania, so.
Potentially. Anyway. So following all that to-do-ness, we have Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. Bailey jumps on commentary for this, so we'll throw Bailey some commentary points.
Woohoo.
Throw 156. And the ladies have a pretty much as expected back and forth Sasha and Charlotte match. Not far from the best they've ever had, but it did the job. Sasha hit some diving knees at one point.
Well, Sasha was probably still favoring the knee, which is probably why she didn't go all out.
Except the one thing she did was a flying knee to the face.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you complain about Balor with the fucking clothesline.
Yeah, but Sasha didn't come out and say, I'm not cleared to wrestle. There's a difference.
True.
Sasha came out in ring gear saying, come down, I'm here, I'm going to whoop your ass.
Fair enough. Anyway, flying knee to the face happened. Dana Brooke ran down to interfere, but Bayley makes the save on that. Laid Dana out before she could do anything. And back in the ring, Sasha taps Charlotte out to a bank statement. So Dana Brooke is going to get interference points. Because I'm going to qualify attempted interference as interference.
That's fine.
I'll put her up.
She has so many points that you might as well just pile more on her.
Yeah, all right. So it's 14. And then Bayley technically gets involved in that as well. Does that count as an interference?
Yes.
Okay, Bayley gets interference points. That's going to put her at 161. And then Charlotte lost the match, but competed, so Charlotte is going to get 5 points for competing. She, as far as I gather, didn't actually hit any moves, which surprised me. So Charlotte gets 5 points for competing in this match.
Why am I even here?
Contractual obligations.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Sasha Banks gets 20 points for winning the match, 5 for competing in it, and 2 for the moves, the bank statement, and the double knees. So that's going to be 27 points to Sasha. At 58, and then another 7 is 65. 65. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, Charlotte's completely fucking useless now.
Backstage, so we cut backstage after the match, and Sami Zayn cuts a promo about how Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe are very similar and are both terribly selfish. So promo points to Sami Zayn. We then have the aforementioned match of Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah, match. That's the problem with all the fucking people on my roster. None of them have man enough to actually have a fucking match.
Blame the booking. So while Zayn is making his entrance, he gets jumped by Samoa Joe, who beats the shit out of him. Joe then throws Sammy in the ring and leaves after informing him that this is his life from now on. This is your world now, sorry. And Sami Zayn is asked by the referee if he still wants to compete in the match, and Sami Zayn, being a man, says yes. But unfortunately, he rather quickly eats a series of clotheslines and a pop-up powerbomb. So, maybe not the best decision.
Yeah, or that happens and just hands you fucking points. I can't fucking win.
So Samoa Joe gets out of match assault points. Put him up at 77. And then we're going to have the actual match where Sami Zayn did lose, so Sami Zayn will get 5 points for competing in that match. Which put him in 97. Kevin Owens gets 20 for winning, 5 for competing, and 2 for the moves is 27 points KO. $21.34. And that pushes KO back into the top 10.
Yep, so much for Neville being in the top 10. I basically have no chance.
205 Live.
Yeah, you have a chance, though.
Backstage, Mick Foley cuts a promo on Stephanie, saying that he enjoyed seeing her embarrassed by the women's division earlier. And this set Stephanie off, and she says Foley's acting like one of her kids, and she's tired of having to treat him like one. And then he hasn't learned from his behavior at the Samoa Joe contract signing. Foley responds, "Don't treat me like I'm stupid. I'm fully aware of what I'm doing, but I'm doing what is right because I have integrity." Foley then walks away. If you get a chance, go find that promo on the internet and watch it, everybody at home, because that was a great Mick Foley promo.
It was very good. Yeah, it was Mick Foley getting pissed off, which you don't see a lot of, and it's kind of awesome. Like, for me, for just one sheer moment with how pissed off he was getting, I almost thought he was going to snap and go Cactus Jack on her. Almost.
See, the part that I was hoping for that he didn't do, because there was that part where he cut the whole promo and then he stepped away and then he stepped back for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember what he said when he stepped back for a second. I remember he stepped back for a second and said something else to her. Because I know it wasn't this, but what I was hoping he was going to say is something he was going to get really, really intense. You know, "I'm not taking your bullshit, Stephanie" promo, and then step away from the camera, and then just step back and goes, "Oh, have a nice day," and then just walk away. But he didn't do that.
Yeah, or like I said, I thought he might go Cactus Jack, so it would have been interesting if he had stepped back, just looked her dead in the eyes with like the intense eyes, and just went bang bang.
That would have been interesting. But at any rate, Mick Foley does not on our track. He doesn't get promo points, unfortunately.
No.
But Mick Foley, you get promo points in spirit.
Yeah, that was an awesome promo.
Promo points to Mick Foley in spirit. And now I'm gonna let Jeff take over for this next segment.
What's the next segment?
Jeff, tell us about Brock Lesnar.
Okay, so there's an interview segment, if you can call Cole flapping his gums an interview. But an interview segment of Michael Cole interviewing the advocate for the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And yeah, Brock's there too. And so he's interviewing Heyman.
In fact, he's in front of Heyman for 90% of the promo.
What Brock is, yeah. Well, Brock is sitting next to Heyman, and Cole just asks like one question, and then Heyman basically takes over and turns into a shoot promo because Paul Heyman. And as soon as he turns it into a shoot promo, that's when Brock gets. If you can imagine the interview segment, it's two chairs. You have Cole, you have Heyman, and you have Brock over here in front. When it turns into the shoot promo, Brock moves into the center and up front, so all you see is his face in the camera, which looks weird because he's so close, it cuts off his hair, so it's just literally his face, and it looks weird. And then behind him, you can see Paul Heyman, who, always the master of the camera and of the shot, kind of does this and turns in the chair, so he's like the menacing, like kind of like the Kingpin facing the camera, but because of the camera angle, he's blurred. It's a brilliant camera shot. But he cuts this promo about let's see, Cole asks him about like Goldberg and stuff like that. And you guys really need to check out this promo. John, if you haven't seen it, you need to check out the promo. It's probably one of the best, if not the best promo that Heyman's cut. Mm-hmm. Because he's like, talking about, Brock Lesnar doesn't agree with me on this. He doesn't agree with that. My client disagrees. I think this. Oh, they were talking about Kevin Owens. He asked him about Kevin Owens. And he was like, I think Kevin Owens, has a good chance of beating Goldberg. My client disagrees. I think Kevin Owens, is a great heel. He's a great up-and-comer, and he's got a lot of things going for him. My client disagrees, and just keeps listing this stuff off. And then when he gets to Goldberg, he's like, but when Goldberg and Brock Lesnar face off, I can't remember exactly what he says, but he says something along the lines of, like Brock Lesnar's going to destroy him. And he goes, and of that, my client, Brock Lesnar, and I agree. It's a great promo. I'm just like, oh, it was so good. Usually I'm like, oh, it's a Paul Heyman promo. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But this one was actually really good. And it's because he wasn't screaming at the top of his lungs. He wasn't being all like, flamboyant like Paul Heyman does, over the top. It was one of those Paul Heyman promos where he's being serious and he's being genuinely like evil, like almost like a Kingpin or a Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the best promos to come out of Paul Heyman. I'm just like, yes, that was creepy, and that was awesome. So promo points to Paul Heyman, to Paulrus. And Jim went to sleep. Fair enough.
You killed him.
Apparently. Of this, my client, Richter Hammer, and I agree.
Thank you for that enlightening description. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I love that promo.
That's a great promo.
That's probably going to end up being my promo of the year if nothing else better comes along.
Fair enough. Okay, so promo points to Paul Heyman. I don't think Brock actually said anything, did he?
No.
So Brock will just get some appearance points. Where is he?
Brock never says anything. He just stands there and looks menacing.
No, he says stuff in promos sometimes.
Or in this case, looking goofy because he cut his own hair off by getting too close to the camera.
Yeah, well. See, he didn't tell you that was his secret homage to Hall of Fame inductee Kurt Angle. At any rate, where's Paul Heyman? Paulrus down here, 8 points. That puts him at 16. All right.
Yeah, because Cole asked him about what people were saying about how the Kevin Owens Goldberg match could change the landscape of the Goldberg Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania, and that's what Heyman was talking about. I agree. I think Kevin Owens is great. My client Brock Lesnar and I disagree. Or my client Brock Lesnar disagrees. Yeah. I think it could change the landscape. My client Brock Lesnar disagrees.
Yeah. Anyway, so with that, we do get information that both Goldberg and Seth Rollins will be at Monday Night Raw next week. So stay tuned for that. And then we go to our main event for the night, the Clash of the Goliaths. The monster, Braun Strowman, against the giant, The Big Show.
And you won't hear me say this often at all for a Big Show match. This was a damn good match. It was entertaining. I like this match. This was a really good match.
No ring-breaking superplex, 0 out of 10.
Yeah, well, they reinforced the ring.
They didn't even test it. The superplex never went off.
Yeah, well. Also, and this is sad, but Braun Strowman totally carried the Big Show in this match. Also, rumor mill.
In all fairness, Braun Strowman is like 30. The Big Show is like 45.
Braun Strowman's also an infinitely better wrestler, but
Well, yeah.
Whoa! Let's not say things we can't take back.
Oh.
Well, it's true. He has more skill than the Big Show ever will in the ring. I think the Big Show has infinitely more charisma, but Braun Strowman's a better wrestler, and that there's no denying that. Especially after what he did in this match. Yeah, no, Big Show ain't got nothing on him. But time for rumor mill. Supposedly, Big Show v. Shaq is off the table.
We don't know. All we know is that Shaq has failed to generate heat by mentioning it and keeping it in the media. Hasn't said anything in like 2 months, so they don't know.
Yeah, because I heard
that's the case. Let him book Big Show v. Strowman. I'll watch that again at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that would be an entertaining match at WrestleMania.
I mean, that'd be a nice mid-match if you're doing have something really over the top and fast-paced. Use them to kind of calm everybody down.
Yeah.
It has to be more ground-based, slower match. We can all relax.
That'd be better than what they're planning to do with Strowman, because with Strowman's meteoric rise and the fact that he's actually kind of getting over because he's actually pretty good in the ring and they're using him right. People are starting to get pissed off because they're like, oh shit, they're going to feed him to Roman, aren't they? And they're like, they really should not feed him to Roman because, he has a big future, and if you keep him as the big monster heel and you don't feed him to someone not deserving, like Roman Reigns, you could do something really great with him, like at WrestleMania or in the future. And people, so with the dislike of Roman Reigns, a lot of people are now saying, WWE, please don't feed Braun Strowman to Roman Reigns, please. Anyone but you, Roman.
See, on that, my client Jeff and I agree.
Yes, I agree. Well, I think the match would be a good match, and I think it'd be entertaining. Yeah, don't feed him to Roman.
Well, I think the last rumors I heard was that Braun Strowman was probably going to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
I can see that, but it seems like they're building up. They're facing each other at Fastlane, and rumor has it that or all the reports are saying that Roman Reigns is going to win that match, so he's basically going to be fed to Roman Reigns at Fastlane.
Maybe.
Which is like, oh.
Well, they got to try to legitimize Roman to fight Undertaker at Mania.
Roman eliminated him from the Royal Rumble. I think that legitimizes him enough.
Fair enough. So anyway, Big Show and Braun Strowman beat each other up with a lot of power moves and some surprising agility on the part of Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman got the victory off of a running power slam. And so we'll do the Big Show first. So the Big Show, let's see here.
Which was actually impressive that he managed to pick up the Big Show and do that.
He did. Well, in fairness, I wasn't totally surprised because we saw him pick up Mark Henry last week.
True. Talking amongst yourselves. I'm going to stay on headset.
With that, and honestly, at this point, Mark Henry probably weighs more than the Big Show.
Maybe.
Big Show's down to like 375.
He's at like 383.
Okay, it's fine, but still, he's lower than he's been in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the comparison shot of Big Show like a year ago, and then Big Show now he's got the straps pulled down and he's got like his fucking ripped chest and shit? Like Big Show is fit.
Yeah, he is. Well, also he doesn't have no gut anymore. If you look at him, he's like a svelte Big Show. He's got like fucking washboard abs now. It's like, what the fuck?
He does. We was getting in shape to fight Shaq, and then Shaq pussied out. So
pretty big svelte.
Svelte, big svelte, yes.
Big svelte. Well, it's a big
svelte.
The big flash fell tonight.
So, at any rate, as I was saying, so Big Show will get 5 points for competing in this match. He will get 4 points for being the main event is 9. And he had 7 points in moves. So that is going to be 16 points to the Big Svelte.
That is Hangout Cannon.
Okay. And then Braun Strowman, the young up-and-comer, is going to earn himself 20 points for winning this match. He's going to get another 9 for it being the main event. 5 for competing is 34. And then 11 points in moves is going to be 44 points to Braun Strowman.
God damn.
Be 54, puts him at 156.
Damn, dude.
156. Braun Strowman just jumped into 3rd, I want to say.
I can't catch a break.
And that is the Monday Night Raw, so let us go ahead and check the scores.
I don't even know if I have anyone in the top 10 anymore.
When the heck is the data? Refresh all. And the scores coming in after Raw at 1939 for the Certified Jerichoholic. 1596. Well, you're only 200 points behind.
I'm like 700 points behind. Well,
you're only 200 behind John. You can still take 2nd.
Yeah, I doubt it. He has Bailey. He's going to get all the points.
Hey, I got some Bailey.
Not when Charlotte wins back her belt at Fastlane.
Yeah, but Bailey's going to take it at WrestleMania. I guarantee you.
We shall see. So let's see here. Now 1596 and 1394.
The only chance I have is if Goldberg actually wins the title at Fastlane. But I'm not entirely convinced he's going to.
And then we're gonna have, let's see, so this is Raw of 2. What was the date of Raw again? 220. Okay. SDL 22117 and 201L 22117. Okay. Well, that is the Monday Night Raw. Let us go back over here and proceed with the SmackDown.
You don't want to look at the leaderboards?
We only do the leaderboards at the end of the program. Where the hell have you been?
No.
He's been right here on Google Hangouts.
Apparently not. He doesn't know the format of our own show.
Too many blows to the head. It's okay.
I thought you were going to go Genie for a minute there. He's a little punch drunk. One too many hits with a snake. If anybody has a chance, go over to our sister channel, Pez of the Mind, and watch Victor Hammer playing the Genie in our Disney Heroes RPG. It is the best thing you will see all day.
That is true. Oh,
Yeah.
well, by the way, before we go over to SmackDown Live,
Okay.
First of all,
I
would like to ask you guys: have you heard of and/or seen the unused gimmick that WWE had planned for Cody Rhodes?
I have not.
No.
Okay, I want a live reaction to this because tell me that this isn't awesome and that they should have used this. Here. Copy link. I'm going to throw it in the chat here.
I want to put it up on the screen so the audience can see it.
It's a video.
Oh.
That's O.
It's literally a promo for the unused gimmick.
A promo for the unused gimmick. I'm not even sure how that works.
A prototype promo, if you will. And for those wondering at home, I thought I'd bring it up since we did mention Cody Rhodes with the whole Rusev thing. I thought it'd be a good time to bring it up. I see a smile on John's face.
My baby rides coach.
Whoa, honey. That's WWE After Dark.
Okay then.
What do you guys think?
That was interesting.
Yeah, that's apparently a gimmick they were considering along with like the Stardust thing, and they went with Stardust instead of that.
Where'd they get the video though?
I don't know where this person got the video, but it's obviously a legit promo cut by them. So I think with like a half shoot promo kind of thing, but for whatever reason,
Well,
Vince,
looking at it and the crappy green screen effect, I'm going to take a wild guess that this was probably something that Cody Eaton filmed on their own to pitch to Vince.
possibly. I love that he had the balls to basically call Cena out on all his bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But tell me that wouldn't have been an amazing gimmick for Cody.
That would have
Does
been
look
good.
like
I want to watch that.
Yeah, does look like it would have been pretty cool.
Cody Stark.
Pretty much. Although, I have to wonder if YouTube was trying to tell me something.
What's that?
Interestingly enough, because that ended and the Auto Next video that came up in ironically your liked videos list was the GTA 5 Online money glitch and car duplication glitch. Just saying.
Uh-huh.
Okay then. So can I do SmackDown now?
You may. I just wanted you guys to see that.
Yeah.
Okay then. So, SmackDown's coming to you live from the Citizens Business Bank Arena in Ontario, Canada.
A show that has no Canadians.
Natalia has a huge fucking match, you idiot.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But she's a heel.
That doesn't discredit her competing.
No.
Doesn't Jefftown.
Apparently. Jesus. Anyway. SmackDown opens up with a highlight package about Bray Wyatt's championship win and Orton announcing he will not face Wyatt at the WrestleMania pay-per-view. And then Daniel Bryan comes out to the ring. And introduces the women's champion, Naomi, and talks about, he had experience being in her shoes right now, but unfortunately he and Shane have reviewed her medical records along with the WWE doctors, and they have determined that she will not be able to compete in order to defend her title within the required 30-day time limit.
I'm the only one who thinks it's ironic that Daniel Bryan is the one who's pulling this shit.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
I don't have to give up my World Heavyweight Championship for like 4 fucking months.
It would have been funnier if Brock Lesnar came and delivered it.
Eh.
That would have been less ironic than Daniel Bryan.
Maybe.
I don't think Lesnar ever, in the course of his career, ever had pay-per-views as a champion where he never showed up because he was injured.
No, but he went way more than 30 days without defending it.
He did.
He's a part-timer. When he had the belt, it was like big spans where there's just no belt on TV.
That's true.
Well, that's why during that time frame they handed John Cena the U.S. title to carry the show.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Naomi reluctantly relinquishes her SmackDown Women's Championship and says tells fans not to worry because she's going to go deal with this injury, and that whoever's keeping the belt warm for her in the interim better look out because when she gets back, they're going to feel the freaking glow. Yes.
She never became champ again because she's too injury prone.
Yeah. In all fairness, the fact that she became champ once after being cut after what? Being the first person eliminated in the freaking Tough Enough season with Stone Cold? Or was that Cameron? It was one of the two. I think it was Cameron.
I was going to say, to her credit, at least she wasn't Cameron.
Yeah. But
But at least they weren't a corpse. Like,
yeah.
Is that a compliment?
At least she wasn't Katie Vick.
Yeah. The compliment is, well, you're not the worst one here.
Yeah. But I, didn't do too well on Tough Enough. She got cut for Total Divas twice. So the fact that she's champion at all is an impressive feat in and of itself. Let's give credit where due. And to her credit, she became champion and got over because she invented this entire glow gimmick herself.
She only became champion because she Daniel Bryan'd it, let's be fair. It's only because she got so over that the WWE had no choice but to give her the title once.
Well, that's it. She invented this glow gimmick. She said it took her 2 years of pitching this glow gimmick to management before they finally let her actually fucking do it. She said that in an interview, so props to her.
I also find it funny that she came up with this really good gimmick that is, well, I don't necessarily good, but this gimmick that got her hugely over with the fans is she's like a super face. Right at the same time, her fucking husband went full heel.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, perfect timing, Trinity.
Yep.
Because
in all fairness, there had to be balance in the force. Naomi got a cool upbeat face gimmick, so the Usos had to lose their face gimmick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know about
and
you.
We are just two dudes who show up wearing black.
Yeah, their gimmick fucking sucks. But I don't know about you.
What gimmick? They don't have a gimmick. We're two dudes who show up wearing black and beat people up.
Their gimmick is two random black thugs. Literally, they're stereotypical black thugs. But as I was saying, I don't know about you.
Brooklyn.
Pretty much, except better than them. But I don't know about you, but if I'm poised to win the title, I'd want my significant other to be there to celebrate with me. And unfortunately, Jimmy can't because he's a fucking heel.
Yeah, but that happens a lot in the WWE. That's kind of how it runs. I mean, for the longest time, we had to deal with, Mr. Eternal Superface John Cena running around while Nikki was the queen of the heel diva division.
But they're not married.
They're still together.
Were they together at the time that she was super heel? I don't think they were they?
I think so. They've been together for several years.
It could be worse. Naomi could be stolen away from someone else, and then Jay could throw a fish at him or something. No one remembers the Lana Rusev Ziggler thing? Okay.
Oh, yeah. And isn't her husband Jimmy?
Whichever. One of them.
One of them. Who cares?
They're twins. They look the same.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband was the injured one, I believe. Jimmy.
Fair enough. At any rate, so following this...
She's copying her husband.
Pretty much. Same injury, too, because didn't he hurt his leg?
Probably.
I think so.
It's the Usos, probably.
But yeah, the Usos gimmick is a whole other bag of worms. I hate their gimmick. I think it's fucking stupid. And I think they ruin the Usos. But that's another discussion.
Well, we'll deal with that later. In the interim, Alexa Bliss comes out and says, wow, that kind of sucks for Naomi, but SmackDown needs to have a women's champion. And given that I never got my contractually earned rematch against her, and I can't have it now, I feel like I have rights for you to give me back the SmackDown Women's Championship. Daniel Bryan is like, you make an entirely valid point. There would be, and it entirely makes sense for me to give a SmackDown Women's title, but I'm not going to do that. However, I will give you the opportunity to fight for it tonight. And that match is right now. And here's your opponent, Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch comes out. There's a quick match.
And she gets promptly buried.
Becky gets rolled up. And Alexa wins the SmackDown Women's Championship back. And then Miggy comes out and tries to attack Becky after the match, but Becky fights her off. So, promo points to everybody, to Alexa and to Naomi. Last points Naomi will have for a while. 158.
Who knows? Whatever shall you do? Oh, wait. You have over 1,000 more points than we do.
Enough is never enough.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
This is our change, though.
Yeah, this is the change, because enough was enough for the last 2 seasons when I was dominated. Not to mention the preseason. And then Alexa will get promo points. That's her at 42. Okay, so we have the match. Becky loses. So Becky's going to get 5 points for competing. Oh, let me scroll down to SmackDown here. That would help. Okay, Becky. And neither of these women hit any moves in this fucking match. This match was a piece of shit.
Wow.
There was no moves.
Yeah, probably because it was just an excuse to give the title back to Alexa without giving the title back to Alexa.
Basically.
We wanted to legitimize her getting the title back, aside from the fact that she legitimized it herself by saying, hey, I don't get a rematch. The title should be mine.
Yeah.
Or give her the rematch and just count out victory.
Yeah, 4 by forfeit. Yeah, they could have done that too.
Yeah, go like full heel with it.
So basically Becky's going to get 5 points for showing up to legitimize this.
You know what she should have done if you wanted to do a full heel thing with her?
What should she have done?
Like, all right, Daniel, you want me to actually have a rematch for my title? Okay, but I get to choose the opponent. And have Mickie James come out for the rematch.
Finger poke of doom?
Finger poke of doom.
The thing is, they'll give it a chance to hold the women's title. I don't think Mickie would do that. It's Mickie James.
That's when she turns on her.
Exactly. Now, if you were gonna use that to face turn Mickie, then yeah, that would be fine.
That'd be an interesting twist.
Have Mickie take the title and have Mickie carry the division for a little while, and then parlay that into continuing her feud with Becky Lynch as the main feud of the show for the women's division.
What, heel turn Becky Lynch?
No. I mean, have it one of those, one of those we're both faces but we don't like each other feuds. Have Becky be the Austin-esque women's champion. Like, yeah, I turned on Alexa because I don't care, but that doesn't mean I like you anymore. I don't like you any more than her, Becky Lynch. I'm still gonna beat your ass too. Hell, you want to legitimize? Just bring back fucking crazy Mickie James. Let her just. You don't know what she's gonna do.
Actually, you know what I would have done? I would have done the finger poke of doom. And I'd be like, see, I get my title back anyway because of my best friend, Mickie James here. And then when it comes into the full WrestleMania season, when it's like, all right, well, I'm the champ now, and there's really no competitors, like whoever Alexa faces at, let's see, I don't know, there isn't another pay-per-view before WrestleMania, is there?
Not for SmackDown, no, they had a chamber.
So she'd be like, I've, and have her like fight on SmackDown or whatever. I've taken all comers, blah, blah, blah. There's no competition. And then have Mickie James just turn around there and be like, honey, you do realize there is one person who you have left to fight. It's like, wait, what are you talking about? You beat me for that championship. Therefore, I get a rematch clause. And I'm going to invoke that rematch clause at WrestleMania.
You clearly need to go and buy that WWE rulebook that they're releasing next week.
Why?
You only get a rematch clause if you are the fucking champion.
Not if it's a vacated title.
If it's a vacated title, there is no rematch clause. The contractual rematch clause is within the contract you sign when you become the champion.
Ew.
So, no, that shit doesn't work. But you can say you haven't, I've been back and I haven't gotten a women's title match and you haven't beaten me and I'm a how many time women's champion? So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or, given the rumors of what's supposed to be happening at the MSG event, have Asuka show up.
Yeah.
That could work too. Or, if the other rumors are true, she's just like, yeah, there's no one left for me to face. And then Sasha Banks' music hits.
Yeah, that's the other thing. And you didn't hear? Yeah, we traded Sasha over there and we sent Naomi to Raw when she comes back.
That's a raw deal.
Or if Daniel Bryan really wants to stick it to Alexa Bliss for being such a bitch, oh, you didn't hear we brokered a trade with Raw. If you see, we get Sasha Banks and Raw. Well, we sent them Mickey James. What?
That would actually be good.
Yeah, have fun not having any backup, Alexa.
Tell her to come away.
And then Daniel Bryan turns around and he just goes, yes, 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 as he walks backstage. But we can dream. Anyway, continue. Oops.
And then he turns around and gets punched in the face by The Miz.
I seriously don't think Bryan's going to ever wrestle again. I think he's kind of done.
Probably. Anyway, so now I lost track of where the fuck I was. Did I give Alexa win points yet?
I don't know. What's her point? No.
I don't think so.
Looking at her points, I'm going to say no.
I think I did, Becky. Okay, so Alexa, let's see here. Alexa will win. Let's see. She will get 50 points for a win of the Women's Championship. 20 for winning a match is 70. 5 for competing is 75. And no moves. So 75 points to Alexa. 105, 115, 16 puts Alexa at 117.
Yeah, I officially have no one in the top 10.
And an immediate shot up into the top 10.
Yeah, I'm fucking done.
You're not fucking done. Stop.
I have no one in the top 10. And I'm probably not.
I doubt that.
All right, look at the leaderboards. I guarantee you.
You have John Cena. You have John Cena.
Oh, okay. I have John Cena, but I don't know how long that's going to last.
We'll find out. But you have John Cena. Anyway, let's continue.
That's sad that I'm relying on fucking John Cena, who's basically about to disappear to go do more fucking movies and shit. So yeah.
No, he's gonna team up with his girlfriend to feud with the Miz and Maurice.
Oh yeah, there's that. Well, supposedly.
Well, they set it up. I mean, we're gonna get there in a couple of minutes. Let me finish SmackDown. So following that, Mickey James ran out and attempted an out-of-match assault. Becky fought her off, so that's out-of-match assault points to Mickey and Becky. So that puts Becky at an even 100. And Mickey. 63. Let's see, that's 4 is 67. Okay. So rolling along, Dean Ambrose cuts a promo in the back saying he's going to break Baron Corbin's leg tonight in retaliation for beating him down. So promo points to Dean Ambrose. What's him at 81? Because there's a lot of promos tonight because everybody that's in the Battle Royal got a promo. So there's going to be a lot of promo points awarded this evening. Kalisto then cuts a promo saying he plans to head into WrestleMania strong. So promo points to Kalisto. Lucha.
I like Kalisto.
Then The Miz is backstage with Maurice. He proceeds to list all the movies that he's been in, but says that his biggest role will be winning the championship at WrestleMania.
Or as I like to call him, Rey Mysterio II.
Proceed points to The Miz. He's down here. The Miz. All right, so that puts him at 61. Indeed. And then Natalya cut a promo on Nikki Bella mentioning her silicone and calling her fake. More points to Natalya.
More popular than you, honey.
Yes, and I'm sure her having this massive Divas title reign and getting not one but 2 TV shows had nothing to do with her banging John Cena.
Well, there's that too.
He's magic.
But I don't think her popularity is due to banging John Cena.
She and her sister got very popular on their own, obviously. I'm just saying the fact she's able to parlay that into so many things, I think, might have something to do with that. Anyway.
Maybe not. Because as we know, when it comes to popularity, being associated with John Cena makes your popularity worse. In the WWE.
Among the audience, yes. Among management, no.
True.
That's it exactly.
You know, as much as Bray Wyatt might say it to Randy Orton, legitimately, if you're in the WWE and you're backstage with John Cena, you have the keys to the kingdom.
True.
So, next American Alpha came out and they buried Breezango because
Bow.
why not?
Bow, 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 bow.
Cha cha. No. Okay.
No.
So yeah, they proceed to attack the champions before the bell, and control the opening moments of the match as they proceed to work on Jason Jordan until Fandango and Gable both get tags, and then Breezango eat a couple of. I thought they had no. Okay, so I guess American Alpha just chucked Breeze out and then just hit the mod for their double team maneuver. The not the Great Amplitude, the other one, the fucking the modified Steiner move.
Hmm.
You know the one.
Modified Steiner move.
Yeah, though the one holds about the other one off the top rope bulldog.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
One of them puts a guy on his shoulders, the other one bulldogs him off from the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
That move. You know, the Steiners invented that move. I can't remember what it's called,
I don't know.
but they've been using it. It's like their tag team signature move. So
John would know that better than I.
yeah, I don't remember what that was called.
I don't remember the name of it. I just remember the Steiner recliner, but that's the camel clutch.
Yeah, that's isn't that Big Papa Dump's finisher?
Yes,
it's a camel clutch.
It's right. So they're calling it the Tech Fall.
Yeah, it's basically the Accolade.
And it's adopted from the Steiner brothers. It's an electric chairlift and a diving bulldog.
Fair enough.
Let me just see something here. The Steiners called it the Steiner device.
Mm.
Okay then.
Indeed.
Unoriginal bastards.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the Steiner device, the Steiner DDT, and the Steinerizer. / Manhattan Bulldog. The Steiner device was an electric chair clothesline. The Steinerizer with the bulldog was he picked the guy up and hit it with a bulldog move.
Mm.
That was the Steinerizer / Manhattan Bulldog.
Fair enough. Holla if you hear me.
What happened to Scott Steiner? I'm surprised he isn't in TNA or something.
He is in TNA.
He was.
Is he still in TNA? Okay.
No
Fair
idea.
enough.
Last I heard, I don't know. He might not be doing it anymore. He's kind of old, but
Yeah, okay. Anyway,
where my freaks at?
I feel like the Steiner brothers should be in the Hall of Fame. Maybe not him on his own, but the brothers should be.
Maybe. Anyway, continue.
Indeed. So American Alpha beat Breezango, as mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So Breezango are going to get 5 thank you for showing up points each.
Huh?
So let's see here. Fandango.
You're not Spoonie.
Not Little Karibo either. Hasn't stopped us from calling the general manager Daniel Bryan.
That's true.
Tyler Breeze. Because we're unoriginal fucks. We have to steal other people's shit. That's what we do.
I don't know. We're pretty original. We came up with Randy Orton as a table.
No, we didn't. Chris the Mole came up with Randy Orton as a table. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, let's see, we as a collective, it's a group thing, but
Fortunately, we are no longer a collective. We are now 2 collectives. So
true.
because some people couldn't get along. Anyway, let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
So American Alpha, they each had one move, which was the one move they did, the double team move. So I believe that Chad Gable was a legal man on that. So Jason Jordan gets 15 points for the winning team, 5 for competing, and 1 is 21 to Jason Jordan.
It was a non-title match.
What's him at 90? It was a non-title match. And then Gable gets 26th.
Ready, willing, Gable.
37. And puts Gable back into the top 10.
God damn it.
All right. So following that, we get AJ Styles is walking backstage and brags to a random guy that he's going to the main event of WrestleMania. I'll promote AJ Styles. 32. And then Dolph Ziggler is in front of a green screen cutting a promo and saying that the new era of WWE has been canceled because no one can replace him. And he then drop kicks the green screen and it drops to show the backstage area.
Okay. What was the point in that?
I don't know. Does he get a move point for drop kicking a screen?
No, what? That's not a signature move.
It's a drop kick. That's a signature move.
That's a backstage OMG. Those don't have points.
Huh. Fair enough. Promo points to Ziggler. $82. All right. Mojo Rawley then cuts a promo about his intent to go to WrestleMania.
Yeah, no. Not happening.
Yeah. And then Luke Harper cuts a promo from the room of dangling light bulbs that he has begun to inhabit.
You mean that he stole from Bray Wyatt?
No, Bray Wyatt's room is full of smoke and his lantern. The dangling light bulb room is his.
Fair enough. Bleed.
I'm trying to discredit his unique promo. So 8 points for that, which is 53. And then Nikki Bella does an interview backstage where she says she's going to prove to Natalya tonight she's not just a pretty face. No promo points to Nikki. Which would be 61 for her. All right. We then have ourselves Natalya versus Nikki Bella in a false count anywhere match.
Okay, then. Which cannot be good for Nikki's neck.
Probably not, but what you going to do? So anyway, want to talk about this match?
I didn't see the match.
Anybody let me see it? No? Okay. Let's go over this. So,
I didn't catch SmackDown. I fell asleep.
Failure. Anyway. Water. Anyway, so the ladies burn out of the ring and beat each other up. They fight themselves out of the ring. Nikki grabs a kendo stick and starts using that as a weapon. Nikki throws Natalya over the barricade. They brawl out through the crowd and around through some crowd areas. They brawl themselves back over to the floor. There is a point where Natalya tries to pin Nikki on top of an equipment box.
Okay.
And then there's a point where they're outside, and Natalya tries to powerbomb Nikki through the announce table as they fight. I should say, first there's a flying roundhouse kick off of a barricade as Natalya tried to suplex Nikki through a crowd barricade that was out there in the audience. They fought their way back to the ringside area. There was an attempted powerbomb through a table. That didn't go through. Nikki did counter this into an Alabama slammer onto the table, which got her a 2. They fought in the ring for a while. Natalya went for a sharpshooter, but Nikki managed to get the rope. Because there's rope break in a Falls Count Anywhere match for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. They leave the ring and they brawl themselves off the ramp. And into the backstage area. Natalya hits a suplex on the ramp on the way. They brawl through some production equipment and into the back hallways. And as they're brawling, they're throwing punches back and forth in the backstage area. And Natalya grabs Nikki and goes to throw her into some equipment that is behind them. Unfortunately, this was badly timed because apparently not everybody was informed that there was a brawl going on in this area.
Okay.
Because in almost perfect timing, Natalya grabs Nikki and hurls her toward the equipment right as Maurice walks in front of her. causing Nikki to hit Maurice, who then went flying backward into said equipment, causing some like sheets and poles and shit to fall on her.
Okay then.
So Nikki and Natalya then continued brawling. Nikki takes Natalya and smashes Natalya's head through a mirror nearby.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was rather painful looking. It got an ooh from the crowd and a near fall for Nikki. They brawl back out to the stage where Nikki hits a spear. Natalya manages to kick out and drop Nikki back on the ramp and put her in a sharpshooter, but Nikki reverses and applies the STF, also known as the Fearless Lock. Is that a face palm? I think I heard a face palm. Yes, it did. Okay, just checking. You gonna be okay?
You broke him.
Continue.
Anyway, so while Nikki has this STF lock in, Maurice comes out holding a piece of the pipe from the set piece that she was thrown through and begins beating Nikki with it. She hits her in the knee with it a bunch of times, as well as the back. And then Natalya puts Nikki in the sharpshooter, and Nikki is forced to tap out.
Fuck you, Maurice.
As I said, I offered to give you Natalya. You declined. Anyway, so Maurice gets interference points. That's 14. And then...
Because I didn't think they would end the feud like that.
Nikki lost the match, but Nikki had a ton of moves. So Nikki's going to get 5 points for... This is a specialty match, too. So let's see here. Nikki's going to get 5 points for competing in the match. She's going to get 3 points for being a specialty match is 8. We'll give her 3 for weapon usage, which is 11. And then Nikki had 12 in moves, which is 23 points Nikki Bella.
And you minimized it.
I minimized it. I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Idiot.
It's the first time tonight. Give me credit. I'm getting better.
You fail.
So 23 points to Nikki Bella. That's 81. It puts her at 84. And then Natalya is going to get, let's see, 20 points for winning the match, 10 for winning a specialty match is 30, 5 for competing is 35, 3 for competing in a specialty is 38, weapon use is 41. And,
did she actually use a weapon?
That's a good point. I guess she really didn't. Fair enough. We'll drop that. So let's see. So 20 for winning, 10 for the specialty is 30, 5 for competing is 35, plus 3 is 38. And then Natalya had 4 moves, which is going to give Natalya 42 points. That's 90. That's what's 95.
And I'm just going to ask on the off chance. Would Nikki Bella get OMG points for the through the fucking mirror head first move?
I'd be okay with that, John.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I'm also going to throw
that sounded like an OMG moment.
Yeah, I'm also going to throw Maurice 3 points for using the weapon.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, we'll give Nikki an extra 5 points, put her up at 89 for the OMG through the mirror. Because, yeah, that was it. Because the entire crowd went, oh!
Yeah, because that'd be akin to the Kevin Owens OMG from the previous week. Through the Geritron!
The obscenely expensive Geritron.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Indeed. So. Now that we successfully solved the found out that it was Maurice on the ramp with the pipe, we're going to move on to more promos for the Battle Royal.
Rapaldo!
No, he doesn't get one.
Why not?
Because he's John Cena. I think we're all well aware of his capabilities and intention to win the match.
I want points, damn it!
You don't get points. Well, you get points, but not for that. Instead, we're going to go to a promo for Baron Corbin,
Oh.
who says he loves destruction and inflicting pain, and he's going to win the Battle Royal. So promo points to Corbin. Baron Corbin. Which would be 8 points, which would put him at 117. We then have a promo from Apollo Crews, where he talks about the Queen Battle Royal, and said he's especially going to go after Ziggler in the Battle Royal. Apollo Crews gets himself
Why he's not going to win.
95. Pretty much. And then we cut back to the foggy, dimly lit room where Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton are. And Bray Wyatt praises Randy Orton's sacrifice of his title shot and says that Orton has earned the keys to the kingdom and all of his secrets. And whoever wins the Battle Royal tonight will be his sacrificial lamb at WrestleMania.
Okay, then.
Run.
Huh?
You say cock.
No. You know, the thing that he does at the end of all his thing.
That's not what I came across as, but okay.
Follow the cock.
Follow the roosters.
Hey, then.
And then lastly, but certainly not leastly, we have the number one contenders Battle Royal. It's
So
kind of a cluster.
There's going to be a lot of points to be had here because it's a specialty main event.
Indeed, indeed. So, let me just calculate the standard real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's going to get 5 points for competing in this match. They are going to get 4 points for it being the main event is 9, and 3 points for it being a specialty meets 12 is the standard.
Okay.
Okay. So, Dean Ambrose is the last guy to enter the match, and he throws himself at everybody because Dean.
Oh, he didn't have a promo either, did he?
No. Actually, no, he did. He had a promo earlier in the night.
Woohoo.
He did have a promo.
You just failed to mention it.
No, I mentioned it. I gave him
Did you
points
give
for
him
it.
points? Oh, I don't remember that. Fair enough.
Dean Ambrose cut a backstage promo saying he was going to try to break Baron Corbin's leg.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Retaliation for what Corbin did to him with that electrical equipment last week.
Fair enough.
So they all start beating each other up, and Corbin hits a whole bunch of dudes until Mojo Rawley stops him and running splashes him in the corner. And then Mojo goes for a second running splash, and Corbin is like, fuck that, and just back body drops him out of the ring.
Okay.
So, goodbye, Mojo Rawley. It was nice having you in our match. So, Mojo gets
It's an over-the-top rope battle royal.
It's an over-the-top rope battle royal.
Fair enough.
The best kind of battle royal.
Yeah, elimination points to me. Woo.
Indeed. I'm going to, as people are eliminated, I will award them all their points for the match.
Yes, you're going to score it like the Rumble. We know.
Excuse you. Princess. Anyway, so Mojo gets a standard 12, plus 1 for his one running splash that he hit. So 13 points, Mojo Rawley. Put the freaking chart, thank you.
You minimized it.
I didn't minimize it, I just opened it. What the shit?
Well, not according to Google.
Oh, fuck Google. So 13 points to Mojo Rawley. The hype was not real tonight.
Hype was never real.
The hype is a lie?
Hype is a lie. Woo, woo, You know it.
I don't know what to believe anymore. So following this, Kalisto starts kicking everybody in the face. And Ziggler attacks him, and they begin. Ziggler and Kalisto end up knocked over the rope, and they begin fighting on the apron. And he starts grabbing out of Kalisto's mask and trying to rip it off. And then he manages to super kick Kalisto, who goes down to the floor and is eliminated. So Kalisto had. So I don't know if those it just says kicks. I don't know if those were any signature kind of kicks or not. He doesn't really have signature kicks, so I'm going to say Kalisto had no moves.
Okay.
So Kalisto will get the standard 12.
Works for me.
Sorry, John.
No.
55. If it makes you feel better, it could have been Sin Cara.
No, it couldn't have. Sin Cara's on Raw.
Sin Cara's on nothing right now.
Well, he's on the Raw roster,
He's in the Cruiserweight division.
which is on the Raw roster.
For now. Anyway, so Ziggler starts attacking Apollo Crews after this from the apron, but Crews kicked him in the head, and Ziggler falls out to be eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
So Ziggler will get 12 plus, let's see, 12 plus 5 move points. Well, the 2 moves and his elimination, rather. So 12 plus 5 is 17 points at Dolph Ziggler. He's 92. Puts him at 99.
I would also like to point out, I believe John has Sin Cara, so it would have just been equally as good if it was Sin Cara for him anyway.
Yeah, but Takara would have been more shit and got eliminated more quickly.
But would it have been any less points?
He would have botched getting eliminated.
Yeah, exactly.
But would it have been any less points?
They would have thrown him out to eliminate him, and he would have dropped on his head on the apron on the way down.
Again, what would it have been any less points?
Yes, because he would have intentionally disqualified himself through elimination, therefore he would lose points.
Only Sin Cara could do that.
Who else but Sin Cara?
But that's Cara.
Anyway, so following Ziggler's elimination, Ziggler gets pissed off at the fact that he's been eliminated.
Uh-huh.
And so he proceeds to grab himself a steel chair and begin assaulting Kalisto on the outside of the ring.
But Kalisto wasn't the one that eliminated him.
I know, but he was pissed off, so he assaulted Kalisto because he was convenient.
Okay, then.
So weapon use for Dolph Ziggler.
Out of match assault points.
Yeah, that's so 4. If I think that's 7 additional points, which would put him at 106. Meanwhile, Apollo Crews is distracted by his good friend Kalisto being assaulted outside the ring, which allows Baron Corbin to chuck him over the top rope.
Woo!
So once Crews ends up outside, he takes the chair away from Dolph Ziggler and chases him backstage with it.
To the Benny Hill music.
Should have been.
That's how I pictured it when you said that.
Or to Scooby-Doo music.
So to upbeat 70s pop music?
Pretty much.
Okay, then.
But yeah, as I said, I hope you're keeping track of eliminations.
I already have the listed. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
So meanwhile, back in the ring, John Cena and AJ Styles begin beating the hell out of each other.
Of course they do.
And the people begin chanting, "Let's go Cena, AJ Styles."
Of course they do.
Which I completely understand. Because, well, it doesn't come up very often. I think if there's one pair that deserves a fight forever chant, it's those two. Anyway, so they begin beating each other up. Cena goes for an AA, but Styles slips out of it. And as he does so, Luke Harper proceeds to super kick John Cena in the face.
Yay?
AJ, who has recovered, then proceeds to Pele kick Luke Harper in the face.
Boo.
So that's the move points there. We'll get those later. And then The Miz takes advantage of the fact that all three of these men that have hit each other have collapsed into three different corners, and Miz begins running and drop kicking everything in the ring.
Until he runs into Baron Corbin?
Not exactly. So Miz runs over and he hits a series of drop kicks on the different corners of the ring, and then decides to go for an extra couple of drop kicks on Cena. Presumably pissed off that his girlfriend had the balls to injure his wife in a match earlier in the evening. And he proceeds to hit a couple of kicks, but much like the overzealous Mojo Rawley earlier in the match, Cena ducks the last one and chucks Miz out of the ring.
Yay.
So Miz gets eliminated, so we'll go for Miz next. So Miz has a standard 12, and he has 7 points. We're going to get to why in a minute.
You can't score the points without saying why.
Well, one of the things, he had a bunch of drop kicks, but one of the things hasn't happened yet. It's about to. Give it a sec. But Miz got eliminated, so I'm scoring him now. So 12 plus the 7 is 19 points to the Miz. Miz.
Dumbass.
So that's 71, and then 9 is 80 points for the Miz. Okay. So this pisses the Miz off, as you might imagine. The Miz is recovering outside the match. Meanwhile, Cena proceeds to German suplex Ambrose and Styles at the same time.
Okay.
Because that's becoming one of his things that he does to show off his uber strength now.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. So after doing this, Cena goes for a 5-knuckle shuffle onto AJ Styles, whom he followed up with a back suplex on. And Cena waves the hand, backs off the rope, comes off the rope, and immediately eats an end of days.
Yay?
Corbin then charges at Dean Ambrose on the other side of the ring, and Dean Ambrose is like, yeah, no, and just pulls the rope down, and Corbin eliminates himself.
Fuck you! Fuck you, Ambrose.
So, in the meanwhile, that's an elimination for Baron. Baron Corbin is eliminated. So Corbin had 2 moves, an evasion, and 2 eliminations. So 12 plus 11 is going to give him 23 points to Baron Corbin. 3, so that's let's see, it's 37, and 3 is 140. And Baron Corbin jumps back into the top 10.
And he's back.
Indeed. So this pisses Baron Corbin off, who grabs Ambrose by the foot and yanks him under the bottom rope and ends of days him on the floor. Which, with that elimination, if you're keeping score at home, brings the match down to Ambrose, Cena, Harper, and Styles as the final 4. Now,
So did you give him a point for that second end of days?
I did. That was included in his move points.
Okay.
Although that does constitute an out-of-match assault. So 4 extra points to that dude. Come on, move up.
You minimized it.
I didn't. I just clicked the button to open it back up, and it minimized, and it had to minimize to open itself back up to full screen. I don't know why. All I did was click it so that I could see the chart.
Memorize the chart, damn it.
No. Where the fuck is he now? Baron Corbin. He's up here. All right. So it's 144 then. Anyway. So while everybody is distracted by the assault going on the outside of the ring to Dean Ambrose, The Miz, who had failed to leave, jumps back in the ring and chucks John Cena over the top rope.
Hashtag Chuck John Cena.
Hashtag chucks John Cena. And apparently the commentators incredulously respond to this, but GBL points out that those are the rules of the match, David. It doesn't matter. John Cena's been eliminated. That would have been better. That would have been better if he had been able to add Michael in there somewhere, but
Yes. Always.
But are those the rules? Can someone be eliminated by someone not even
according
in the
to the
match?
commentators, yes. Commentary said that was the rules. If you the rules stipulate if you go over the top rope and both of your feet touch the floor, you are eliminated. There is nothing in the rules about how that is to occur.
Well, wouldn't that make it easy for any one person to just outright cheat in any over-the-top battle royal, including the Royal Rumble?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
And why has nobody ever done this? If it's that easy to do, it's like, oh, just have a friend come down and chuck everyone else out the ring.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Big Show, yeah, you're never going to win a Rumble. You know that, yeah? You want to help me? Just chuck everyone out the ring even after you get eliminated? Okay.
Yeah. Who knows? Anyway.
I'll give you the first title shot after I win at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Right. Well, at any rate, so that is the elimination of John Cena. So John Cena gets a standard 12. Plus, he has 7 points for a combination of elimination and moves. So that's 19 points to John Cena. $19 points to John Cena. That's 34. That's 44. And another 9 is 53. 153. And that's the extra 3 points that The Miz had that I wasn't scoring yet because he was going to come back in and eliminate John Cena. So.
Mm-hmm.
So, following that little situation, that leaves Ambrose, Harper, and Styles as the final 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Cena tries to get back in the ring because he's pissed off, and a bunch of referees hold him back as The Miz runs through the crowd. Harper then attempts to eliminate Styles, but Ambrose knocks them both out to the apron. And all 3 men go out and begin fighting on the apron. Harper pulling Ambrose out after that little scuffle. Ambrose gets Styles on his shoulders, and Harper super kicks Ambrose, who then, as Ambrose falls, AJ falls, lands on the rope, and falls over back into the ring, while Ambrose falls out to the floor and is eliminated.
Okay, then.
Ambrose didn't actually do any moves in this match, but he did have the one elimination of Baron Corbin earlier in the night. So, therefore, Ambrose will get the standard 12, and 3 is 15 points to Dean Ambrose. It's 96. Okay. So that leaves Harper and Styles, who proceed to beat each other up all around the ring. And they end up getting out by the far turnbuckle, the stairs turnbuckle on the announce table side of the ring. And they stand on that apron and throw punches over top of the turnbuckle at each other.
Okay.
And they do this. They end up fighting themselves back into the ring and then back out to the turnbuckle again. And while they're on the turnbuckle, AJ climbs over the thing onto the same side where Harper is, and they continue he's throwing punches at each other. And it looks like a Harper throws AJ to the floor, but Harper goes down at the same time, and the referees have some trouble discerning whose feet hit the floor first. So the 3 to 4 referees begin arguing with each other about who the winner of the match is, as Styles and Harper also argue about this. And they are joined by Daniel Bryan, who comes out and confers with the referees for a moment, as the commentators demand that we need a winner here. And Daniel Bryan officially, after conferring with the referees who cannot agree, declares the match to be a draw.
So no one gets victory points?
Well, in a draw, everybody gets 5 points, and 5 extra points plus their competition points.
But that still stiffs a bunch of points because without a victor, no one gets the full-on victory points for winning the main event and stuff.
Yep.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yep. So Daniel Bryan informs us that next week they're going to determine a number 1 contender and a winner. And Styles and Harper begin trying to push through the officials to attack each other. And AJ manages to do so and shove Harper, and Harper turns around and hits him with a discus lariat clothesline. As this occurs, Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton appear on the Titantron screen, and Bray Wyatt looks down at his kingdom and laughs as SmackDown goes off the air.
So it's going to be what, Harper and AJ in the main event next week, and Harper's going to win? Is that what's going to happen?
That is possible.
Well, AJ's not going to main event WrestleMania, so that's the only outcome that's possible.
Well, yeah, unless Daniel Bryan just declares Harper the winner.
The one that I thought might be plausible that somebody suggested was that next week Shane would come back, and he's like, no, Harper hit first. So then that would set up the AJ Shane thing that was rumored.
Yeah, that's... So AJ's feet hit the floor first, he was eliminated, and that would see. Yeah, that's a possibility.
If they do that, would I get retroactive victory points?
I don't know. What do you think, John?
If they reverse it and declare Harper the victor, then yes.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Yay.
So anyway, meanwhile, AJ and Harper for tonight. So we'll start off with Harper because he has less. So 12 plus 3 in moves.
How does he have less? He has more. He has more eliminations.
What are you talking about?
Didn't he eliminate more than AJ? Because I don't recall you ever saying AJ eliminated anyone.
Neither did Harper.
Yes, he did. He eliminated Dean Ambrose.
Right, that's the only 3 points that he has, though.
I thought he eliminated one other, but fair enough.
No, that's the only points that he has, whereas AJ escaped at AA earlier for 3 and hit 2 moves.
Oh.
So, because that elimination was the only thing Harper did the entire match.
And his discus lariat.
Yeah, which is at the end, and I will count that as well.
And his out-of-match assault.
I guess that counts as assault, fair enough. But in the meantime, so 12 plus the 3 and the 1 is another 4. So 12, that's 16, and the assault will be 20 points to Harper then. That's going to be 73. And then AJ will get the standard 12. Oh, and by the way, Harper gets, because it was a tie, he gets the extra 5 points for now.
That's Gallows, you dumb motherfucker.
Oh, sorry.
Not that it really matters. It still points to me, but still.
Okay, so then he'll get an extra 4 for the assault then. For 77.
I thought you were giving him 5 for the draw.
Oh, right, that's what it was. So 78 then. I already gave him the assault. And then AJ Styles is going to get the standard 12, plus he had 5 is 17, and he had a shove, so that's an out-of-match assault is another 4 is 21 to AJ.
Fought back? I thought you said he tried to get at him and ate a discus clothesline.
He shoved Harper, and then Harper hit him with a clothesline.
Oh, okay.
So, what are that 21? So that's 33. That's 153 for AJ. All right. It's technically not a match assault for him, too, because of the shove. So that's another 4. So that's 157, actually. Okay. So there we go there. So let's go and check the scores.
Yeah, badly I got hosed in SmackDown.
So, 2089 for Certified Jerichoholic, followed by 1809 on the Hug Life and 1522 on the ROS.
Yeah, I got fucking hosed.
Okay. Let us go over to the final item of relevance, the 205 Live. All right. So, any final comments on SmackDown?
Let's hope they do something good with the screwy finish.
Yeah, fuck SmackDown.
All right. On to 205 Live. We start off with a recap of the contract signing for Monday Night Raw for the Cruiserweight Championship match. And everyone welcomed us to the show. And we start off with our opening match, the Brian Kendrick versus Akira Tozawa.
Okay, is it an actual match this time, or am I going to get shafted again in points?
No, this is an actual match.
Well, funny you should bring that up.
Yeah. So, they once again, the two will not shake hands, but they begin beating each other up. Tozawa takes control early on with a big blow to Kendrick, followed by a senton. Kept grounded, pounded him while shouting, "I don't need you!" You see it on the attack with some chops, just beating the holy hell out of Brian Kendrick. Kendrick tried to come back and tried to bash Tozawa's head off the ring post. And he managed to do this. On the outside of the ring, Kendrick started to go on the attack. After Kendrick rolled back in, Kendrick tried for a pinfall. After that failed, Kendrick locked in the captain's hook, but Tozawa got out of it. Kendrick then went on a roll and gained another near fall. And at this point, Kendrick was in complete control as Tozawa found himself in the captain's hook again. Tozawa managed to reverse the move into the setup for his signature snap suplex, but Kendrick fought out of that. Tozawa tried to fire up and threw Kendrick out of the ring. This proved to be his fatal mistake. After some yells from the ring, Tozawa took off running and leapt through the middle rope and hit Kendrick from on the outside. Kendrick tried to get up and get back in the ring, but was caught by Tozawa. But Kendrick then managed to grab Tozawa and bash his face into the ring apron a couple of times. And then grabbed some rope from the ropes that were attached to the under part of the ring apron and tied Tozawa's foot to the ring apron. Kendrick then got back in the ring and allowed Tozawa to be counted out.
So I got shafted yet again.
What do you mean you won?
Yeah, but I don't get the victory points because it's a count out.
Count out? No, you get victory points for a count out.
I thought I get shit points for a count out because it's a count out.
No, that's only a DQ.
Oh.
Count out's a perfectly legitimate way to win a match. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You're fine. It's a count out win is 10 points. So it's 10 points for a count out win instead of 20. So you get half points.
Yeah, so I got kind of shafted.
Yeah, but just still, you got a match victory. That's what matters.
I want maximum points, damn it.
Yeah, well. Can't always get what we want. Anyway.
Don't we all?
Yeah. So, Tozawa lost the match. Oh, I forgot to mention, by the way, Kendrick proceeded to cut a promo after the match. And he explained to Tozawa that his first lesson was on Raw, and that's that if you want to get an opponent's attention, you beat him before a match starts. This was lesson number 2. There are multiple ways to win a match. I'm not finished teaching you. There'll be more lessons to come. So anyway, Tozawa. Let's see here. Where was I? That's SmackDown. Get rid of that. Boom. Okay, so Tozawa gets himself 7 points for the moves, plus 5 for competing in the match. It's 12 points to Akira Tozawa. Puts him at 104. Meanwhile, Brian Kendrick gets 10 points for winning a match via count out, 5 for competing is 15. In another 5 moves is 20 points to Brian Kendrick. Plus the post-match promo is 28 points to Brian Kendrick. That would be 81, 91, and 8 is 99 points for Brian Kendrick. So that was good. So we go to a commercial break and we come back to Noam Dar being interviewed. And he said that he and Alicia Fox are like two peas in a pod, and that Rich Swann should be ashamed of himself and uncomfortable for talking to her like he did last week. He says Alicia Fox would never leave him and that tonight's match is dedicated to her. No, Noam Dar is that kind of heel, if you were wondering.
Fair enough.
So promo points to Noam Dar. Noam Dar. Here we go. 48. Following this, Noam Dar goes to the ring and has a match against Mustafa Ali. And they have a great back and forth cruiserweight match. A lot of back and forth. A great point where Ali ran and leapt over the ropes and the referee onto Noam Dar. Now they have a lot of back and forth. Some nice uppercuts from Dar. And the match ended when Ali attempted to superplex Dar back into the ring from the top rope. But Dar pushed Ali off of the ring post. And on the way down, Ali smacked his face on the barricade, allowing Dar enough time to hop back in the ring and throw him back in and deliver a Shining Wizard. Oh, no, I see. Ali came off the ring post and hit his face on the ring post on the way down in the ring. And then Noam Dar jumped down and hit him with a Shining Wizard.
God damn it.
So Mustafa Ali gets 5 points for competing. And 5 points for moves is 10 points to Mustafa Ali. And Noam Dar gets 20 points for winning, 5 for competing. And Noam Dar had 3 moves, so that's 28 points to Noam Dar. 68 to 76 for Noam Dar. All right. After the match, Austin Aries says that he wanted to introduce us to someone like we haven't seen before, and accused of a video package showing the highlights of Austin Aries. Informing us that he will be returning to in-ring action soon. And he seemed to indicate via promo that he might have some problems with Neville when that occurs.
So are you going to start giving points to Austin Aries now? Give him promo points for that?
Well, he called Neville delusional on Raw during the contract signing. It wasn't tonight. So not this week, but next week.
Well, since you're not going to give him the promo points since he's hyping up his own return.
It was from Raw. It wasn't from tonight.
Yeah, so it's not like either time. I'm just saying, just keep the points on tap. So when he comes back and he's drafted, they get
all right, fine.
Points.
Like I said, this was just a video package, but I'm assuming he talked in it, so that's fine. So, we cut backstage where gentleman Jack Gallagher talked about his strategy for his match against Tony Nese tonight.
I thought you said there was only 3 matches.
There are only 3 matches.
So how the hell am I going to get any points for Neville if he's not in any of the matches?
Never said you were. I just said that there was a 205 Live coming. You could have gotten some points.
So I just got completely hosed on 205 Live. That's fucking wonderful.
You got a Kendrick win.
Big fucking whoop! I'm not even in the fucking main event.
Whoopity fucking do.
All the points go to fucking you. Like, you fucking need them.
Calm down.
No. This is bullshit.
Can I finish scoring now? Okay, then. So anyway, Jack Gallagher gets promo points. I'll put him at 170. 170. And then we have our match of Nice versus Gallagher. And they have a great back and forth cruiserweight match. With Gallagher using some submission holds earlier on, and Nice trying to use his power game to overcome Gallagher's agility. When you got the end, some headbutts were thrown. There was a great moment where Gallagher and Nice were on the top rope, and Gallagher headbutted Nice, who fell backward into the Tree of Woe. But he managed to power up, and he pulled himself back up and managed to hit Gallagher with a spider German suplex.
Nice.
That was apparently impressive.
I like that move.
Yeah. So Gallagher then dropped Nice with a belly to back suplex and then hit him with a running drop kick, and Gallagher got the victory. So Tony Nese had 5 points. So let's see here. 5 for competing, 5 in moves is 10, and competing in the main event is another 4. So 14 points to Tony Nese. He puts him at 90. Gentleman Jack Gallagher gets 20 points for winning a match. He's going to get himself 5 points for competing in it is 25. 9 points for being in and winning the main event is 34. And moves was another 7, which will be 41 points to Gentleman Jack Gallagher.
Fuck him.
Which will be 70, 80, 90.
Fuck him and fuck you.
90, 200, 210. How many did I say, John? 40 what?
41, I think.
Okay. So that's 70, 80, 90, 200, 210. So that's 211 then. Or not 11, 211. There we go. Okay. And there we have it. So, save with that. Let's see what I refresh. Let's go check the scores. Our final scores for the week are 2164 for the Certified Jerkaholic, 1845 on the Hug Life, and 1560 for ROS.
Now fuck this bullshit. I'm not getting any fucking consistent points.
And you know how I felt for 3 seasons.
Oh, fuck
Welcome to the
you.
club.
Oh, fuck you. You had consistent points. You were all about the Cruiserweight division at least. At least you had that. I don't even fucking have that. I have nothing compared to what you had. So don't even go there.
No, you're much closer than he was to us.
Thank you, because I was almost 1,500 points behind at the end of last season, so let's not go there.
Yeah, I'm going to be far more behind than that at the end of this season because to take a look at the leaderboards, I think I may, if I'm lucky, have one person in the top 10, and that's John Cena. But I don't know how long that's going to. Well, no, with that feud, if they go with that feud, that may last. I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Let's go to the leaderboards.
Oh, and Corbin. Whoop the fucking dude.
Yeah, Cena and Corbin. You got 2. Number 7 and 8 on the list.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer Corbin's going to be in there. I don't know what the fuck else he's going to do now.
He's going to feud with Dean Ambrose and win the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, well, if that happens, okay, I'm okay with that. But I don't know if that's going to be enough for me.
Well, Bray Wyatt is still in the lead at 248. And Jack Gallagher coming in at second place at 211 off that big 205 Live victory there. The Raw Women's Champion Bayley in third place at 161. Followed by the former SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi, still up there at 158. AJ Styles just 1 point behind her at 157. Followed by the monster Braun Strowman at 156, only a point behind AJ. John Cena's only 3 points behind that at 153, followed by Baron Corbin at 144. Chad Gable at 137, and only 3 points behind him is the Universal Champion Kevin Owens at 134.
Yeah, my only hope right now is Corbin winning the Intercontinental title, which more than likely he will do. I thought for sure Sammy would win the U.S. title, but now I'm not so sure because he's feuding with Samoa Joe. So I don't know who the hell's going to take the U.S. title off of Jericho, but someone has to, and they're running out of time to do it. Because otherwise he's just going to have to drop the strap because he's leaving. That's a guarantee he's leaving. So
yeah, but they could very easily have Sammy beat him, perhaps if Kevin Owens cost him the match, and then Sammy could then feud with Joe over it.
Now, unless they make the WrestleMania match a U.S. title match and have Kevin Owens take it. Which would piss me right off.
If he drops the Universal title to Goldberg.
Even if he does, well, yeah. We probably will, because that's basically going to be the WrestleMania match. It's going to be Kevin Owens versus Jericho, so. Unless it's going to be title v title, which I don't know if that'd be good for a WrestleMania match. But my only other hopes are Luke Harper coming out the winner next week, which is more than likely what's going to happen, given everything else that's supposed to happen with like AJ and stuff. I don't see him being in the main event, but I don't see Harper actually winning the main event, which is going to suck.
You got the possibility of a Neville title retention at Fastlane, plus Roman Reigns beating up Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I hate that I'm going to have to root for the burial of Braun Strowman, but it's the only way I'm going to get points.
And of course, you have the ever black sheep Randy Orton, who will likely turn around and put himself in the WrestleMania main event. So
I hope so, because I'm pissed off right now. I'm getting like no points for Orton because he's being a little fucking bitch.
Plus, Brian
as far as Neville retaining, that's not happening. I guarantee you, Jack Gallagher is taking it. I will be super shocked if he doesn't.
Plus, Sami Zayn could win the U.S. title off Jericho, and the Brian Kendrick is having consistent matches against Akira Tozawa.
No, he's having consistent run-ins. He's only had one match because, again, he's a little bitch.
Yeah.
And if Sammy wins the U.S. title, that will make me happy. And that would actually be a good feud, him versus Joe for the U.S. title.
Yeah, agreed.
But I don't know if they're going to do that because they don't seem to be pushing Sammy against Jericho at all. So if they did that, it would come the blue fuck out of nowhere, that match.
Well, it's because the reason, though, is because they're trying to sell Jericho's injuries at the hands of Owens.
That's true.
That's why, because Jericho showed up at a house show with a neck brace and crutches.
Fair enough.
So they're trying to sell Jericho being injured from the attack by Kevin Owens. That's why he's not showing up on Raw.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even realize he wasn't on Raw.
Yeah. So that's why, because he's selling the injuries sustained by from Kevin Owens the week before. Presumably this coming week he will return with appropriate bandages and crutches and will, continue kicking off that whole situation.
And then, of course, the points, as meager as they will be, for Charlotte's win of the title, because she's probably taking it back to walk into WrestleMania.
That's no meager points. That's a main title. But
compared to the 700 points I have to get to catch up to you, it's meager.
Not really. If Charlotte pulls that off, you're pretty much guaranteed 100 points for that alone. Because it's 50 for a title win, 30 for a pay-per-view match win, is 70 right off the bat, plus any and all moves that she does.
Yeah, and then
plus all the competition points and everything.
Yeah, and my only other source of points, which is not likely going to happen, is Goldberg.
Yeah.
If Goldberg wins the title, that'll be a huge boost because that's like going to be another 100 points right there.
And Nikki Bella in the feud with her boyfriend Cena against Miz and Maurice.
Yeah, but you see what they've done with her feud against Natalya. She has a total of 0 victories.
Yeah.
So I got completely shafted in that entire fucking feud.
Yep.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah. Plus, you have Joe, so Sammy and Joe do feud over that title. You'll have all the points for that feud.
Yeah, I still don't think I'm going to make up enough because between now and then, I'm going to be so far behind. I'm going to need to get 1,000 points at WrestleMania, and that's not going to happen.
Not to mention, you also have the Raw Tag Champions who could defend those titles successfully against Enzo and Cass at the pay-per-view.
I seriously doubt that. It's a possibility, but I doubt that. Enzo and Cass are on a meteoric fucking rise. They're probably going to give the title to them. Again, I'd be surprised if Enzo and Cass don't take it. Not that you need another fucking title.
Well, all we can do is see what happens.
Like, I have a feeling Fastlane is going to be the nail in my coffin. I will not be able to recover after Fastlane. That's my prediction.
Well, we are going to find out.
Dun, dun, dun.
But for now, thank you two for joining me, as always.
Thanks.
And we will see you right here next week, folks, for the final scoring before Fastlane, which will be 1 week from, well, what is now? Actually, I think it's today for all of us now because it's like 5 a.m. So 1 week from today,
home edition of Raw.
Fastlane. We will see what happens. I'm James Phoenix. Peace.